chick. Oh, sorry. Just singing.
From the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Why I didn't jump in. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hi.
Like the shirt, Christy. Very flowery, spring-like, cheerful, and nice. I don't know why you wore it here. That's not going to be part of the attitude today.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Oh, fortunately, Pat wore a really ugly green, so that'll offset Christy's nice shirt.
Well, you know what? It is an ugly green
That is
shirt.
one ugly color.
That is one ugly
I hope someone gave you that.
Hi, Josh.
That'd have been a nice rag to wash my car.
Paid for this.
Hello, Jeff.
Hey, buddy.
It's a fine
I'm Chick,
shirt.
and here, evidently, didn't do any work on yourself yesterday. Between yesterday's show and today, he's pretty much the same. Here's Tom. Hi, Tom.
That's genuinely ugly. Okay. Well, I got a little bit of an attitude about Pat because of I had to waste a lot of time yesterday, thanks to Pat.
Well, I like things right.
All right. Well, I'm going to demonstrate something for everybody. We have a very special event coming up. Much like the day before the Kentucky Derby is a great day to be at Churchill Downs. Huge crowds, lots of fun. Now,
the Oaks or something?
Yeah. Now, the day, the Friday before the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500 this year, like many Fridays before the 500, is known as Carb Day. We'll be doing a special broadcast for Carb Day. And I spent a great deal of time working with PJ, creating our poster for Carb Day. By the way, brought to you by our friends at Java House, the revolution in American coffee. Thank you.
It's a revolution.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you can see, I made a nice, I don't know if you can see this on the camera. I made a poster here, and it's got like a little car. Looks like a race car.
Yeah.
It's got the Java House logo on it. It says Splenda. The nice sweetener. I'm a big fan. Then it's got everybody's little puppet face. Remember I had puppets made of everybody?
I wondered what happened
So
to
you
those.
can see Willie G. You can see Chick, Josh. I'm right there. Jeff Oskay's there. There's Ace. There's Christy.
I would think it'd be hard to have any sort of criticism about a
what's wrong
poster
with the
like
poster?
that.
So I do this thing, and it's got this
Yeah.
little funny phrase, the greatest spectacle in radio.
Yeah.
We don't really toot our horn much, but it says
Hilarious.
It's kind of a play on the greatest spectacle in racing.
Sure.
Kind of a fun thing. So I get that. We spent many hours making this. I went to the printer. I had a technical issue, but fortunately my buddy Sean at FedEx, he's a miracle worker, this guy. He got it all organized for me. So I get this whole thing. I post a bunch of them, and then, can you see this, Mr. Oskay?
Yeah.
And then Pat goes, well, my puppet has white eyebrows. I don't have white eyebrows.
Oh, my God.
So, I mean, and this is 11 layers of, I don't want to get too technical, but in the computer, this is a lot of work to get this thing set up.
Time out. Did this really happen?
So,
This did
as you can
not
see,
really
I did the new one now.
That didn't really
yesterday, and the puppet of Pat now has black eyebrows. Everybody.
That's right.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Pat, you were not the only one to say something about the way your puppet looked on the poster.
I know.
One of our top design people asked what happened to you.
I know. I look
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
It's all in the details.
Now, I had my picture redone only because I look like, what's her name from Mimi from the Drew Carey
Now,
show.
the last big poster we did, I had to redo because Chick didn't like his picture.
Right. That's the short version.
But that was, without getting too technical, that one was a little easier because this is 11 layers of whatever you call it, computer stuff, and I have to sit there and tell PJ to stop drawing pictures of female breasts and get back to work. By the way, it's amazing what he can do with AI. If you look to see any woman naked, never mind. So we got that done for you, Pat. I hope you're happy.
I am very happy. In fact, it inspired me to write a song. I'm so happy.
Oh, okay.
Did it
Really?
now?
Yeah. I could do it for you whenever you
Oh, you can do it right now. I'd love to hear it. Is this going to require the guitar? Okay, once again, Mr. Pat Godwin on guitar.
I see a poster and my eyebrows, they aren't black. They are as white as snow, like two big rails of crack. My brows are black, not white, so please do it right. Looks like I aged 100 years overnight. I see Josh Arnold, his hair's brown as brown can be. Even though his hair is gray, so is his goatee. I'm called a diva because I like things a certain way. Just get the damn thing right. My eyebrows aren't turning gray. And please thin me out a little. I look like Fat Jack Black. Make me a little taller with a huge bulge in my slacks. Give me a jawline and a pretty black guitar. Make me look like a real stud, a rock and roll star. I see a poster and my eyebrows, they aren't black. Maybe I should just shut up or Tom will get another guitar axe.
There we go. Well, here's the all-new poster, and we'll get this.
I want to see the before and after.
We'll get the. Well, here's Pat with the black eyebrows.
The way I should be in my natural habitat.
Now these are real puppets. Did I ever explain that? I had real puppets made, and the
I don't think we
Does
used
the
the
real puppet have gray eyebrows?
yeah. I'll have to.
Right.
I'm going to have to get the
We're
puppet.
gonna have to get Caterpillar.
Get our guy that designed the puppets to
And there's a felt
Black-
shortage.
black in the-
so I don't know how you handle the
eyebrows. There's a felt.
I don't think we see the puppets
Wait a minute.
enough.
Hang on a second.
What?
Is there a tariff on felts?
Probably.
These are going to cost me 150 more %. I'm going to go with American felt. By God, we're going to build some factories.
I heard
felt.
there was a shortage of felt.
Okay, good.
I don't think we see the puppets enough. I miss the puppets. We need new puppet stuff. I like the puppets.
We haven't done the puppets in a long time, but
No.
they are on the poster. So
I like saying puppet.
So there you go. Now, I guess I should put a cap on this. We will be doing a very special broadcast coming up on May 23rd. It's a Friday. It'll be fun. We've got some treats for you and some surprises. And it's brought to you by our friends at Java House.
We'll have treats. Is that what you said?
Yes. Oh, you didn't?
Treats.
You're not aware of this?
No. It's just an odd way to put it.
I wasn't
like-
at the meeting, remember?
I think you've just jumped to everyone who's not you in your life.
Right.
Is a dog. Your kids, us, listeners.
No, I like my dogs.
I'm gonna give everybody a treat.
No, you forget that I'm fond of my dogs.
Yeah, I heard you the first time.
Okay, good.
Very funny.
Had a good dog day yesterday, by the way. The boys were in pretty good shape.
Good.
Yeah. One of them is in the dog house, if you will.
Well, that seems correct.
Chewed on a curtain.
Oh,
By the way, the boss lady doesn't know about that yet.
Well, now she
how are
does.
you hiding it?
If I kind of tucked under the curtains are just a little
Just
long.
don't say anything.
I'm going to have a seamstress come over and discreetly.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We're concerned about the dog getting
What would
beaten.
you, if you had a curtain problem, Josh? Would your reflex immediately be to contact a seamstress?
It certainly would. You know, every time,
What's wrong with him?
every morning, I feel like
Yeah, I'm feeling.
Vanderbeek in Varsity Blues. I want to look at Tom and go, I don't want your life.
That's no way to live,
That's
son.
what's always. He's just an enigma wrapped in a riddle. He's just the freest with advice and knows how everything goes. And his life is a mess in a car wreck at the bottom of the ocean. And
And I've got to get a new seamstress.
Oh, shit. Boy, that's a real problem.
Well, because
I do
the person
too.
I've been using is
Wait a minute, I
far
think
too
of my
busy.
first seamstress.
Yeah, why is she far too busy? Because you use her for everything else in your life.
She's been promoted.
hey, he said, trying not to dwell on how crazy Tom is.
Poor
Have you seen the new hurricane names are out?
Hurricane, no.
I just got the email now. Yeah, all the names.
Well, can we come back with this?
Yeah.
Okay, I will look forward to it.
25 storm names, it says.
Okay, well, now listen, what do we got? What is today?
Today's
Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh,
May
boy.
8th.
Better act soon because, you might want to get these for Father's Day now. The Raycon earbuds, they're the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Raycon everyday earbuds are brand new with 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity, let you pair 2 devices at once, and Raycon has a quick charge function. Just 10 minutes on the old charger, you get 90 minutes of battery, and they also come with active noise cancellation, often difficult to find at an accessible, dad-friendly price point. Raycon's everyday earbuds are available in a variety of vibrant colors to match your dad's vibe. And Raycon also offers a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy with no questions asked. And right now, we got a deal for you, of course, up to 15% off site-wide at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's up to 15% off site-wide. Buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Testing. Oh, sorry. Coming up, we have comedian Al Jackson, comedian Tom Papa. Every time I always want to sing that Bob Seger song. Come to Papa. Anybody? No Bob Seger fans? That's fine.
Oh, I like that song.
Man's an artist. Plus, race car driver Ed Carpenter telling us what it's like to go more than 200 miles an hour with a concrete wall right over there. Looking forward to all these things. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
People were taking the chicken from Chick-fil-A and putting it on Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Wait.
Josh, what do you think?
Josh is leaving right now.
Josh is leaving.
Okay, let's go. Come on. All right. You got the biscuits? Greatest day of my life.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Caliendo, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of stand-up dates, and I'm not sure where to put my hands right now, but this is the deal. We're going to be in places like Appleton, Wisconsin, Toledo, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll let you know how to do that on the screen right here. And why did I say we? Is that my new pronoun? No. I have a bunch of other people with me. Those people are Patrick Keene. You've seen his teeth, probably on your dentist wall. They're tremendous, very good teeth. Willie Griswold. You know why he's with us. And of course, Al Jackson.
And that's when they realized it's going to be a fun show.
There we go.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, hey, everybody. It's Jeff Oskey here from the Annals of the Bob and Tom Library.
It's Annals, Jeff.
Oh, did I mispronounce that?
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah. No problem.
While I was doing some research the other day, I came across, and I don't think Tom even remembered writing this, but I came across the self-help book that Tom once wrote.
Oh, really?
Called There's My Way or the Wrong Way.
Oh, look at that.
The Tom Griswold story.
Hot dog.
There's even some blurbs on the back. Let's take a look at these real quick.
Look how thick that's
quite a book. It's 1,942 chapters.
Wow.
That's
What a tome.
How much advice Tom has.
Well, I hadn't finished it yet.
Okay. Here's some of the blurbs. It's good, but not as good as my joke book, says Kiss fan Ace Cosby. Media darling Christy Lee says, I want to be there when Tom records the audiobook so I can interrupt him every 5 seconds. If Tom tells me I like the book, then I like the book, says musician Pat Godwin. And global sensation Chick McGee says, get the F away from me right now. Let's take you guys want to hear a few excerpts from Tom's?
Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
This is my self-help book.
This is your self-help book. Let's read a few excerpts. Chapter 1. Well, I can't see you, and I've never met you. I can tell without a doubt you could probably use a haircut. And not one of those Hitler Youth of Tomorrow haircuts. A good old-fashioned, parted on the side American haircut.
There we go.
You look like someone who would buy a self-help book. Chapter 62.
Okay.
Life's problems. No matter how privileged your life is, you're bound to encounter problems. Some problems will be easier to resolve than others, but I've found throughout my years the best way to handle problems is by throwing money at them. Don't have money? You better get some, because you're going to need a lot of it. They say mo money, mo problems. But what they should have said was mo problems? You need more money.
Here.
Very astute.
Thank you. I'm very proud of that one.
Chapter 114, Confrontation. Like you, the reader, I'm no fan of confrontation, so my advice to you is avoid it at all costs. There is no room for pride when it comes to avoiding confrontation. Put in your Raycon earbuds and pretend you're on with your doctor. You can't stoop too low. Tell them you'd love to talk to them soon, but you're running late to a funeral. Sure, they might not be happy, but you are. And that's all that really matters.
Sound advice.
This actually isn't. It's good.
This is not far off.
Chapter 956, The Problem is You. If you're depressed or have anxiety or down and lonely, remember the problem is always you. You are the problem each and every time. Not me. I'm never the problem. You are the problem. Until you take ownership of that, you will always have problems because you are you.
I haven't read any of this, and I want to read more.
And in conclusion,
The end. I did.
I'm a genius, and you're all a bunch of incompetent buffoons. That means ridiculous but amusing. Now go out and make it a great day.
Nice.
Beautiful.
That's my new book. I
Look forward to its publication.
Oh.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hey, chick.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Jeff Oskey. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. And here's Tom.
Christy just pointed out something fairly interesting. In any given moment on this show, at least one of us is acting professional. Now, that's usually true.
Yeah, well, usually.
Usually. Yesterday's show, well, maybe a little bit different. At this point in our program, what we like to do is check in with the audience and grab some letters to see what's going on. I'll just start with this one. This is from a guy with a great name. First name is Lincoln.
Oh, that is
cool.
That is a great name.
Well, you got to call him Link.
Yeah, and he's from a place I've never heard of called Orleans, Indiana.
Oh, yeah, Orleans. It's southern Indiana near Paoli.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
No clue.
Yeah,
right.
well, hello, Link. Can we be so bold? He writes Lincoln on both these as his full name.
Well, I'm sure he goes by that. That's his name.
I think you have to wonder. I think Chick and I are on the same page. Do you call a guy named Lincoln Link? Of course,
That was the black guy in Mod Squad.
yeah.
Lincoln Hayes.
Yeah.
Econ. That's how he said it.
Clarence Williams, right?
Clarence Williams,
Oh,
the
he was
third.
great.
The third. But you know who? I love Clarence Williams, the third.
He was great.
Didn't care for one or two. Love the third.
Oh, no kidding. Okay, good.
Yep.
A longtime listener writes Lincoln. Listen to you guys all the time. I was playing cards the other night with a group of younger guys, and they were giving this old guy playing with us a lot of grief about not being able to perform in the bedroom. The old guy said, "Boys, I may be too old to cut the mustard, but I can still lick the jar."
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Lincoln. That is,
It's a bold statement.
yeah, that'd be a nice T-shirt.
It's not bad.
By the way, is anybody else? I don't know what I do on the computer to get all these constant T-shirt things, but some of them I don't get.
Oh, the slogans or whatever?
Yeah. There's one that says, "I beat my wife." Have you seen that one? Like, what? Am I missing some inside joke?
I don't think.
Oh, is it on a so-called wife beater?
No.
I don't
Like,
know
who would
either.
do that?
Yeah.
Boy, what dirtbag.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. I don't know.
I got a
Maybe
letter.
Okay, sorry.
Pickleball at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you
Was I-
missing something?
Or maybe,
Oh,
who
yeah,
knows?
something
Yeah,
like
it's got to
that.
be something.
Oh, is that what's going on?
But
Oh.
even that
hope
is...
so.
Or on the back of the shirt, maybe.
Yeah, like, just kidding. No, okay, I bet that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Do you get embarrassed every now and then when the algorithms and everything, they figure out what you've been looking at, and then all of a sudden you start getting fed all these things? You have I really been looking at this much at food videos?
Right.
And then you start getting food videos, and then apparently, I guess I have been.
I don't know why someone thinks I need the Vagatron 9000.
Well, who doesn't?
By the way, we have that coming up in the news.
Randy writes us from, I'm not sure where he's from. I'm going to say Wisconsin. He says, "Dear gang, if you ever fly out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin's airport, you can stop at what they call the recombobulation area. It's just after TSA, and it's a place where you can stop, repack your electronics, get your shoes on and such. I thought Tom would find this, ... quote, fascinating.
I do.
Close quote.
Because I often say discombobulated about
That is Randy.
my
there you
life.
go.
I'm sorry, Randy in Iowa. There it is.
That's great. And I've always said that they need that at the airport.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, well, you've just touched your shoes to take them off, so you've got germs all over your hands, and they don't have sanitizer. I carry my own.
Of course you do.
But you have to.
Because, you know why you carry your own sanitizer? You're insane.
No, everyone's. Those things are filthy. Those bins.
This is the same person who came over to your chair yesterday and put his foot on your chair to tie his
He
shoe.
sure did.
Yeah.
He sure did.
I think I'm going to put it on my chair. I have to sit here.
Good point.
No, there should be hand sanitizer at the other side of TSA.
I feel like I've seen it, but maybe they don't.
I always just go wash my hands.
I've seen like every airport I've ever flown out of, there's a recombobulation area, but it's just not labeled.
Right.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, it's important. And I was reading yesterday about what is it now? The real ID they call it.
Yeah.
That it's required now, but they're still being kind of wishy-washy about it. If you don't have one, you're going to have to wait in a separate line. Do you know that law's been around for 20 years, and they've had 16 years for people to get it together to get that done? If you can't get it done by now, hey, you don't deserve to fly. I'm sorry. An end of story.
Boy, I sure hope so.
Hey, man, I don't think it's going to
That would be nice.
Matthew has written in. He says he used to work in an oil field. We were talking dangerous jobs. There was a list that people listed the jobs they perceived to be the most dangerous, the toughest.
Oil worker was 10, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says that this will tell you how tough it is to work in an oil field. My company provided 2 dismemberment insurance policies for free.
No kidding.
Hey, we got you covered.
my God.
When you lose a member.
Right.
And I got one for you on the same topic. Jim writes, a friend of mine is an insurance executive. He looked into this. Based on life insurance premiums, the most dangerous job in the world is being an undersea welder working on the pipelines in the North Atlantic.
Oh, it's got to be crazy.
Yeah, I actually knew a guy that he did that, not on the North Atlantic, but he did that. It was, his stories were amazing.
That's got to be a trick.
Yeah.
Keep your welding gear going in the water.
The pay was great. It was one of those things where he would work for a short period of time, then he'd have a very long period of time off, then he'd go back. But yeah, incredibly dangerous. Oops, cut the hose.
And then just weird shadows in the water going by you.
But isn't there remember that story we had about someone created a surfboard that would flash?
Yes.
And they think that
keep the sharks
keeps
away.
the sharks away. I never saw any more development of that, if that is in fact
Sounds
the
like
case.
a shark attractor.
Yeah, the neon sign. It essentially says "Eat at Joe's."
Or maybe some sharks don't like it, but the Makos love the taste of a nice light. Wow. If you're just joining us, hello. This is the Bob and Tom Show. We're coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Any more letters on your side, Chick?
Last week, it says, this is from Wisconsin, from Andrea. Last week, you talked about gas station food. Chicken salad, tuna salad, egg salad,
love it.
Whatever you got. Love it. I look forward to it when I take a trip. The best soup I've ever had, Andrea says, hands down, was the chicken tortilla soup from a small gas station near my old office. I don't know who made it or how it, or if it was legal or not, but they sold it, and I didn't care.
I love stuff like that.
It was on the menu. Lunch became an event at work, and we were hooked. We collected cash in the morning, decided who'd get to make the run to pick up the soup for the office.
Wow.
I still crave that soup, and it would be a part of my last meal if I was going to the chair. Also, I have to disagree with your various takes on Werther's candy. There are several different flavors of Werther's. I did not know that. And evidently, there's a caramel apple-filled Werther's.
I have tried one of those.
Don't knock it till you try it.
No,
I thought it was butterscotch.
Our take on Werther's is fairly simple. It's great candy, but it's always used as a punchline for old people jokes. It's associated with the elderly.
Yeah, and I think it's fit for all ages.
My son loves it. Yeah.
And do you remember my idea yesterday?
What was that?
Well, I think this.
Oh,
I believe it might have been Josh or Chick that posited, if you will, the notion of rebranding Werther's for a younger audience. Maybe get a Super Bowl commercial. I suggested perhaps get a hip hop artist.
Yes, we remember
I
your
do remember that.
Not
slogans,
this again.
and that's fine. And maybe that will happen. Here's the next letter.
You don't want to hear my rap?
No, I sure don't.
No.
About having the Werther itch?
I do.
Give me that candy, bitch. Just kind of putting a youthful spin on it. Oh,
I
sorry.
did not realize this. This is from someone with the first initial K. Chick, come on. Snoopy was not a World War II flying ace. He was a World War I flying ace.
Well, that's right, up against the Red Baron.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fine.
World War I, not World War II. I didn't even know they had planes in World War I.
Well, that was the
I
whole-
guess they would have.
That was the famous dog fights with...
No, dogfights for Michael Vick in the NFL. You've got your...
Yeah, way
You've got
off.
all your... all messed up.
Well, this is an interesting... We were talking about semen.
Which kind?
What a
The
segment.
one
Animal.
animal semen.
Remember the...
Full semen, yeah.
We had
Horse semen.
we had a discussion about various kinds of
Not
seed.
fellows on a ship at sea.
Oh, Jeff gave us that great story about his old girlfriend that used to
Yeah, the rooster.
masturbate roosters.
Now you've really got to back up. Jeff, do you want to explain it again in English?
You almost stepped into that one.
I dated a girl back in college who her college job was to every morning get up at like 6 a.m. and go manually masturbate like 50 roosters
Because?
for research studies
50?
of 30 to 50 each morning.
Wow.
And,
I believe she had a T-shirt that said "cockadoodle goo." It was more of an apron, really.
No wonder they're always singing in the morning.
yeah.
We got talking yesterday about semen from large animals. I heard you guys. I run a family farm. We have our own herd of cows, including 3 bulls. Every year, we have to test our bulls for potency by taking them to the vet. This gets interesting. They insert a 2-foot-long, 2.5-inch diameter plastic rod with handles. It looks like a jackhammer. It has an electric cord in the end of it. It goes into the bull's rectum. You press a button. It stimulates the bull's prostate. The bull immediately completes, if you will.
He loves it.
And the vet can then test the sample. Thank you, Adam.
Why don't they have those at like sperm banks here? If you need to give a sample to the doctor. Because if I had to do that, I'd be in there for 40. But I'll see you in 45 minutes. I'm on SSRIs. You don't have good porn in here. It's going to take me a while. Give me that thing.
I remember years ago reading about someone who'd been in some kind of accident and they had to get the seed from this man for what do you call it? IVF, is that it?
In vitro.
Intravitreal fertilization, yeah. And they did something, maybe that's what it was. They'd use some instrument to extract it.
I think intro vitro fertilization is where they announce it. Here it comes right now, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Not in vitro fertilization.
Remember we had those sperm races.
Here we go.
I never thought about it. They have to have an announcer. And in the first turn.
Down the stretch it comes.
It's Jizzatron. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Learning a little bit about animal husbandry. We love to hear from you. Other morning, you guys were talking about warning devices for low-clearance bridges, writes Will in Mobile, Alabama. In my hometown, we have an old tunnel that has very low clearance. This has caused trouble for decades. The approach to the tunnel is equipped with a gigantic message board that says, "No trucks," Every few months, a truck manages to wedge itself into the tunnel entrance. So this is obviously a problem.
Obvious.
Please. Again, my point is, see, that's smart to have the sign far back. Mm-hmm. I just get concerned as you're approaching the tunnel at 50 miles an hour. It gives you the clearance coming up. Now, what's coming up in sports? Oh, you got a letter over there, Jeff?
Nothing. This is from Julia. Nothing gives me more pleasure than proving Tom wrong, she starts out. Although that probably means that this won't get read on the air, especially I don't live in Michigan. She says raccoons do not have opposable thumbs. I always thought they do. Or they did. They have something called dexterous toes.
Okay.
But not opposable thumbs.
How about that?
You're welcome! Exclamation point. Julia's from
got me.
Gulf Shores.
I thought they did.
Oh, nice place.
They sure are good with whatever they got.
It seems like a subtle difference. Dexterous toes.
They can open anything, any kind of garbage can.
I can pick up stuff with my toes.
Really?
Like if I drop something and I don't want to bend over, I can pick it up with my toe now, like a washcloth or something like that. I can pick it up with my toe.
Yeah.
Oh, who hasn't done that?
You know what I mean? Like drop a sandwich in the kitchen. Can you remove it with my toe?
Can you remove your socks with just your toes?
I can, but it's quite a process.
You're right.
I don't think I've ever tried.
It takes a little bit of time.
Oh, you don't do that where you put the one toe under the other, press down, and then pull back.
That makes sense.
No. I just bend down
you
and take my
start from the
socks off.
top.
No, wait, hang on a second. How do you do it, Christy?
I bend down and take
That's
my
because,
socks off.
think about it. You're 3 feet closer to the ground than the rest of us.
That's true.
So-
and I can touch
So I
my
guess
toes.
if you ever have your hands tied behind your back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
rest easy. You're going to be able to take your socks off. When I was trying to do it one night, why am I doing this?
I'm with Jeff, though. I start from the top, too, especially when you have the two.
You slip it underneath the... How are you doing it, psycho?
You take your big toe and you step on the toe of the other sock. And
Oh,
then
you're
you
standing.
Yes.
Okay, I'm thinking laying down.
He's stretching the sock out.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
you're ruining the sock. Well, wait a minute,
You
though.
roll your socks or fold them.
Wait a minute. Hold it. I ball them up in a ball. We know that you could probably easily take your socks off because you cut the elastic off the top.
a lot of them I do that.
Yeah.
The ones I'm wearing today, I think, no, I didn't do that on these.
You know, you really need to talk to someone about all these. Am I the only one that's somewhat alarmed by these quirks is kind? Psychotic behavior, I think, is more
Hemming of
accurate.
jeans.
You hem your jeans. You cut
That's
the
because
tops
jeans
off
are
your-
supposed to be a
Iron
certain
pants
length.
and
They
the-
don't.
Outside.
You,
They come in links.
so no, don't give me 32. Don't give me 34. I'm a 33 guy.
You know
Not
that.
really. Well, shut up.
There's nothing wrong with having them fit. We were talking about raccoons yesterday because the lady that was arrested and the cops looked in the car and there was a raccoon holding a meth pipe.
Oh, yeah, jeez.
Wow. That was something.
Somebody sent me a Photoshop of a raccoon in a Camaro behind the wheel with a meth pipe and a hat.
Oh, yeah.
Hat on the raccoon, backwards. It was amazing.
I mean, the cops
Just a minute.
the cops have a checklist. I don't think they pull her over. Oh, meth pipe, raccoon in the car, suspended license, check. Warrants out for her. I think she's familiar with handcuffs. Okay. Right now I want to remind you that Chick McGee is sitting right there, and he's going to tell us about feeling safe in your house with or without a raccoon.
Oh, it's a big deal. What would you pay for peace of mind? Well, it's possible with Simply Safe, and we have it here at the Bob and Tom Studios. We have a Simply Safe security system and the cameras, and millions of Americans enjoy the new standard in home security and greater peace of mind. I'll let that sink in. Every time they turn on their system while heading out in the morning or locking up each night, compound secure. Traditional security systems only take action after somebody's already in your house touching your stuff. Simply Safe has Active Guard outdoor protection. Helps prevent break-ins before they happen. AI-powered cameras of Simply Safe, backed by live professional monitoring agents, monitor your property and detect suspicious activity. If you have a lurker, agents see and talk to that lurker in real time, activate spotlights, even contact the police, all before they have a chance to get inside your home. No long-term contracts or cancellation fees, and monitoring plans start affordably at around $1 a day, and there is a 60-day satisfaction guarantee. And listen to this deal we got you. SimplySafe.com. Go there now and claim 50% off a new system with a professional monitoring plan and get your first month free. That's simplysafetom.com, 50% off and first month free. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, some fascinating stuff from the world of sports, of course. And
Are the Celtics cooked? And the Nuggets made a mistake and made the Thunder mad. We'll have the story.
And I got a great story for bald guys out there. You're going to love it. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
A lion. I've always said,
What,
I
a
don't.
lion?
I would. I know this is crazy that I thought about this.
What now?
I would never go into the wilderness and get and have a lion because they belong.
Right.
You know,
That's where they belong.
But if somebody like maybe they worked at the zoo and there was a lion and it had to live in a house, but it had to be sedated all the time, and I
How
could
about raised
squeeze
from
it.
a cub? I'm raised from a cub and
Yes.
know you. And
I would love a lion just because they're so cute. I would just bite them all the time. Their face, that little
They
nose.
bite back,
I think you
believe
got
it or
that
not.
back.
Yeah.
You know,
And their
dogs.
teeth are bigger.
Nick has raised a very interesting point,
What?
which is the essence of it. I think you said just because you like something, you don't have to have it.
Well, I've always been, somewhat controlled by my finances, so there's a lot of stuff that even if I did want, I couldn't have.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I literally, and I have panic attacks. Well, I'll get done with workout and I go, I want to go get one of those really nice like $6 smoothies, and I'll think about it for like, should I treat myself? Am I worth it?
Yes, Nick.
I
You're
get it.
worth $6.
You know what says something? You think? I think in my head I'm probably the only one doing this. I was at Whole Foods, and they had these like expensive lemonades. I don't know how to explain it, but the tops were the type where it had a metal top, and you would pull it open, and it would be a rubber seal like the old days.
Oh, yeah,
and it was like a little bit extra. But I had friends coming in from out of town, and I know this is crazy. I thought it'll look good in the refrigerator, And I was at Whole Foods, and I bought milk in the glass. I wanted it to look, I wanted it to look like my home. It was a home, like my mom's house.
Right.
Yeah.
So I walked over and I went to buy it. It was $2 more than regular lemonade. Then I walked away. And then I went back. I went, what are you doing? You are a full-grown adult. And over $2, get the goddamn lemonade. Well, it worked. Because I'm not kidding you. But the outcome is how I reacted. My sister-in-law was there, and she opened the refrigerator. And, I go over. All my brothers are married. Their refrigerators are filled with. So she opens up. She goes, oh, fancy lemonade. I was like, oh, yeah. I didn't act like, I acted like, yeah, that's the type I buy.
totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
Yeah. As I only half it's there, I left the other half in the Rolls and it's spoiled. I'm having the Rolls Royce fixed.
Well,
that's why I'm driving this.
I would have got the milk in the jug, but my lion ate it. So.
Yeah, my lion likes it out of the glass.
That's right.
Yeah.
We all do weird things.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Ace had nothing to do with this.
No, but Ace and I did play donkey softball.
I don't care about that. There was a donkey in this building that you and I were leading
was that
around.
I can never remember.
Mammoth Jack?
A Mammoth Jack.
Yes.
Was that considered to be a donkey or a mule? That's a donkey, right?
Don't know what the difference is.
Well, don't you get a horse and a mule to make it? Wait a minute. What is it? Horse and a donkey make a mule? Something like that?
I don't know.
All I know
It's
is
like algebra. I forget how it works.
his hang down was unbelievable.
No, Pat.
You could almost hear the mechanization start when he had to urinate.
A semi-famous woman who actually worked here had this gigantic animal
Rack?
and it was the size. It was bigger than a horse.
Yeah, it was
huge. And we thought it'd be funny to bring it in the building.
And what happened?
And but we were concerned that it would defecate somewhere in the building, but we brought it in. We took it all around. We had fun with it.
Had picture behind the general manager's desk.
Oh, we thought it was so funny. And then we were having a great time. We were on the air. We were on the air, and then we Chick and I took it outside.
Yeah, and then
what happened?
It knew. Somehow it knew to go ahead and pee. Urinated, and it was like a fire hose.
Yeah, if
nuts.
We never even thought of that. If that had happened in the building, they would have had to replace all the carpeting and half the furniture.
Yeah. What was its name?
Jack.
Oh, Jack. That's sweet.
What was
I don't remember.
I'll have to dig it up. But either we have pictures.
Find out.
Turtis.
Hey, Turtis.
There he is. There's Tom.
Look at him.
Yeah,
There I
there's
am.
Tom. That's the general manager's desk.
Huge.
Look at the size of that thing.
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
You
really
can
is.
almost see his dork right there at the back.
Oh, yeah. You can kind of see how it's.
It was.
It's real black.
He was like a prize mule, I think.
Yeah.
He's a handsome fellow.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you mean the donkey?
Look, Tom, you're wearing the same clothes you're wearing that day.
He's got cargo shorts on.
Hang on a
Are
second.
those shorts?
Yeah.
No.
Same shirt, though.
Look at the gut on Griswold. Look at that. Huh?
I think the shirt's kind of baggy.
Whatever,
Is that my
Tubby.
belly?
I never knew you were a
Chubbs. Whatever, Chunkles. What do you weigh there? About 350?
Oh.
You're over 3 bills. Look at that.
You're easily 350.
You guys are totally being mean now.
Well, that'd be
Come
fun.
on.
We had to be mean to get him to put the fork down.
Save his life. He's got a cow heart.
So I want to just pause for a moment.
You look like you ate Bob.
I'm all the way in the back of the office. That photograph above the donkey on the upper right. That's a hockey team, Josh. I don't know if you can see. Every guy in that hockey team had a huge mullet.
Mm-hmm.
It was that era.
Yeah.
And
visual and boring.
And the
now,
donkey.
wait a minute. You're saying that was a hockey team. And they all had the same haircut. And they
Unfortunately, we don't have that.
A mullet.
Is that desk still in the building?
Is that desk still in the building? I mean, this is bad off the air talk.
Yeah.
We're off the air.
I walk out.
I'd be down the highway.
Now, Josh.
Aren't we all?
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Shut up. There's Christy Lee. Hello, Josh Arnold. Hello. Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
Jeff Oskey. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick McGee. Tom is signaling me. Were you signaling me?
We haven't finished our letters, hunk.
Justin, I've got a letter here just real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
A short one from Jim. Hey, good morning. My name's Jim. I live in Northeast Ohio. Will someone please get control of Tom? Thanks.
Well, thanks, Jim. I got it together over here.
All right.
Doing just fine.
That's good.
This comes to us from Scott.
Scotty boy.
Yesterday you were talking about a gentleman in the Marine Corps. His real name was Piles.
Yes.
So he was Private Piles, and of course had to go through a lot of grief because of Gomer Pyle, the television show. Gomer, by the way, the only Marine not to go to Nam at the peak of the Vietnam War.
Well, that was
What
before.
would you say,
That was
then?
before Don't Ask, Don't Tell.
Hell of a singer.
Hell of a singer.
This when I was in Navy boot camp, one of my fellow seamen, his last name was spelled Stanes. That's right.
Oh, man.
Staines.
Oh,
Seaman Staines.
Now, as you know, seaman is a rank in the Navy.
In the Navy.
And Seaman Staines was in my division.
His nickname was Futon.
When you have a bunch of 18, 19, and 20-year-old guys together, and the RDC yells, Seaman Staines, everybody is going to laugh.
Heck yeah, they are.
However, if somebody laughed, we were in big trouble.
I love stuff
I've
like
wanted to do this forever, and Tom has denied and won't do it. But I think everybody who we have contact with who's a listener, we should give a nickname. And he doesn't want to. He never wanted to do.
Oh, God. This is great. If somebody laughed, we got dropped, made him lay down, and someone would say, who left semen stains on the floor? We always had to do push-ups because of Seaman Staines. Oh, thank you very much. I hope Seaman Staines is perhaps now Admiral Staines.
Maybe.
No bad wordplay there.
Yeah.
And we appreciate your service, Seaman Staines.
Maybe more saltpeter would have.
Okay. Time now to move on.
Well, I have a
go ahead.
clever saying for you.
Yeah.
Scott.
Scottsos.
The paper towel.
Remember, we had. I still remember this. We had a guy who had a call who went to Vanderbilt one morning, and we called him the Commodore because Vanderbilt's the Commodore.
Sure.
And it was a really fun morning.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Scott.
So what you're saying is you want everybody to get a nickname
Everybody we have contact with. I think it'd
today.
be fun.
Let's just okay. Go ahead.
Today.
Oh, we can do it today. Go ahead. What's the guy's name again?
Scott.
So you're calling him the Towel Man?
I like.
Twatter.
How about
Scotter the Twatter.
What?
Scotter the Twatter?
The Twatter.
Twatter. Thank you for writing in, Twatter.
You're familiar with the word twatter, I hope.
Just the short form.
Okay.
What about schizophreniac?
Oh,
better maybe. Yeah.
Scotzo. That's a good one.
Scotzo.
How about Scots and ready to party?
Beat me up, Scott.
How about Scots on the Rocks?
Ooh,
I like that. Call him Rocky. Yeah,
All right, Rocky.
All
Here's
right.
the deal. He writes in. You've mentioned clever sayings. I've been involved in aviation most of my life, and this phrase comes up from time to time. If at first you don't succeed, skydiving is not for you. That's fun.
That is fun.
Very fun.
Rocky's got them all, doesn't he?
Man, oh man.
That's kind of like old Oriental wisdom.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of
I
getting.
don't know if it's maybe Asian wisdom, Oriental rug. That's okay.
Oh, no one says.
No, I think those are semi-interchangeable, and they've gotten
I don't think they are.
no.
Hey, that guy looks Oriental. You probably shouldn't say that.
Well, I think that's I think that if you really look into that, that's not technically correct. That's just a politically correct.
Fight that battle, yeah.
No, there's no. I'm not going to fight it.
Ben wrote in.
Who is it? What's his name? Ben?
Our boy Ben.
Our boy Ben. Gentle Ben. Big Ben.
I mentioned Camel Cash the other day. Ben writes in, my dad saved up his Camel Cash through the 80s and 90s enough to mail them in. 6 weeks later, his black leather jacket with Joe Camel on the back arrived. He was so proud when he wore it around the town.
That was like the biggest thing, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they buried him in it.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, to match his black lung.
It looked great in the casket. Yeah, right.
Yeah, he has an oxygen tank with a little leather thing on it.
I feel like that was always the dream of the camel smoker.
Yeah.
To get that jacket.
I mean, that was a lot.
Whatever happened to that? The S&H green stamps.
Yeah, you had to put them in the book.
Top value stamps.
I think they finally folded.
Man.
Yeah, my mom used to make us sit there and lick those stamps.
Hundreds of those books.
Yep.
And you would take a plate and put a wet sponge on it.
Yep, so you didn't have to lick it.
Because the stamps came in multiple sheets.
Yep.
I like licking those stamps.
Now, was this similar to when, like, Columbia House, originally when you wanted to order the CDs, you would put the stamp on the thing to send in?
No, the top value in S&H were green. S&H was green stamps. Top value were red stamps.
You get a sheet of stamps.
That was in the 50s and 60s.
And you'd put them in a book. And then if you got a huge book of them, you could get a toaster.
Yeah, it was.
So products would come with these, and then you add them and collect them? I gotcha.
Well, you got your collecting book. You got your stamps when you bought groceries, and then you get your catalog that you could, this is 5 books or whatever.
And then you had to go to a redemption center, though.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
They didn't just mail it to you.
Yeah, they had stores.
So it basically worked out to $250,000. You could get a nice grill.
He's not exaggerating.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. Now here's another. This is a fun letter. Now we're getting a nickname for this guy, right?
What's his name?
From St. Charles, Iowa. Do you want to go with first or last name? I think his last name is going to be better for a nickname. His last name is Brommel.
Bo Brummel.
Bo, buddy. They call him Bo.
Bo.
He goes, I worked at a mechanic at a car dealership.
Yeah, you did.
One of the older technicians would tell me I could borrow anything he had except his car and his wife.
What a nut.
You can't borrow my car or my wife because you could throw a rod on either one of them.
Both getting
you know what? That is just old-fashioned country wisdom.
That's Bobo for you, though.
Salty Bobo.
That is so Bobo.
Christy?
I have a letter. This is, it says Yogi of Graniteville. I don't know.
The Stone Man.
Yogi's a great name, though. You don't need it.
What's old picnic basket have to say?
Well, in reference to a Chuck Norris joke, at the age of 15, my mom decided to have the talk. She said, we have to have the sex talk. In response, I said, okay, pull up a chair, tell me what you want to know.
Hilarious.
She walked away and never spoke of the issue again.
Good for her.
That is great.
That's one way to alleviate the awkwardness.
That's from Yogi?
Yeah, it's from Yogi.
Yogi, my man.
Yeah.
I think we need to have a special club.
What kind of club?
When someone writes a great letter, they're enshrined in the Bob and Tom Hall of Fame letter writing club. That's a classic right there.
What do you want to know? Oh my God!
Now here's some folksy wisdom that doesn't have any there's no going down vulgar road. It's just sweet.
Really?
Yeah. We've been getting some rain here. It reminded me of something. I grew up on a farm in Iowa. In '88, we had a pretty severe drought. I remember one of our old farmer neighbors talking to my dad. He said, it's so dry, he saw a catfish drinking out of his cattle tank.
It just it slid up right to it and started sipping.
I mean, it's kind of folksy. There's no lewd. There's nothing nasty about it or sexual-related. I know it's hard for you to relate.
Might have actually happened. Who knows?
Yeah. Those catfish, you don't want to write them off.
Well,
Smart.
Do you remember? We had a story We had a story a couple weeks ago about that invasive fish that can live on land. Snakefish. They see if you see them, cut their heads off, put them in a plastic bag.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're nasty. Well, we're going to get to sports, I promise. We have lots of other interesting things going on in the world. Christy Lee, you want to give me a quick teaser?
Well, we have an interesting story about sex toy and a woman who has become the oldest woman to have her lady parts turned into a sex toy, if you will.
Oh, I see. Model. There's a molded after her.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Do they do that for male porn stars, where you can actually buy
I believe
the member
so,
of
maybe.
John?
Probably.
This is going to sound weird, but Christy and I were just talking about this. Lamar Odom, the former NBA player, has
his wiener
on the market.
A line of sex toys.
Oh, that's right. It looks like him, right? It's his torso.
It's Kim Kardashian.
It's Khloe Kardashian.
Oh, okay.
He has a Khloe Kardashian sex doll. I mean, it doesn't.
Oh, I thought it was his wife.
He doesn't call it that, but it looks just like her.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, how respectful of his
ex-wife. Yeah.
Chloe's like 8 feet tall, right? I don't know. He's like 7, 8
Is she the
feet
tall one?
No. All this is all coming up. Right now, we are reporting from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Ready and action.
Hey, we should wake up every morning with Bob and Tom.
That sounds good to me.
No problem here. Sorry, that'd be my fault.
The hell was that?
Ready and action.
Hey, we should wake up every morning with Bob and Tom.
Well, that sounds good to me.
No problem here.
How's it going?
Morning.
Hey, hold on there, kid. I'm Bob.
And I'm Tom.
From the Bob and Tom Show.
We thought we'd barge in. God.
There's a new one. Hey, kid, hold on there. I'm Bob.
And I'm Tom.
From the Bob and Tom Show.
We do a morning radio show here in town.
Here's the deal. We thought we'd break into your house.
Consarn it. Shoot. Darn it.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, great. Fish again.
You know, we can vote you off this commercial.
You know, Chick wanted Richard Hatch.
What if we paid you to say you liked us?
I think that we can vote you off.
Okay.
Come way down.
And now the news. Oh.
You do sports.
And now the sports.
That would be you, Chick.
Sports terms that sound dirty, but they're not.
Oh, really?
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Coming in first place.
Good.
Palming the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Taking it to the hole.
Yeah.
Just don't get your holes mixed up.
Right. Ooh.
Just don't get your holes messed up.
Flip the card over. Flip the card over.
I don't want it in my...
I don't know if that's what they're looking for here.
Don't Christ.
How many times have I heard that?
Take two.
A London homeowner who discovered 3 men trying to rob his house had no difficulty in describing one of the suspects. He had no legs.
Ooh, usually in crime, it's the... Usually in crime, it's the police that are stumped, not the criminals.
I know you guys probably aren't interested, but guess what I did this weekend?
I don't know.
I don't know. Did you impeach Bush?
No.
Buzz the honey hole.
No.
Flick the minnow? Did you flick the minnow? Flicking the old minnow?
Flicking the minnow?
Or did you impeach Clinton?
Bailing out the gravy boat? Is that what you were doing?
Finger the fountain?
Sounds like a wonderful time, but no, I didn't do any of those things. Sorry.
What a boring weekend.
Yeah,
Move on.
yes.
Bounce the bearded clam?
Did you attend the clam twiddling jamboree?
That's it? That's what I
Get
did?
to that or not.
Yeah, I double dribbled.
Mm-hmm. Tom did.
I just took his only line.
It's okay. I like to think of Bob as the funny.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Prop, yeah.
It's part of the drinking act. I like to think of Bob as the funny one, and I'm more the philosophical one.
Ah.
Really? By the way, you left your headlights on. Socrates.
What's new?
Can you do the other
That's
line?
it?
That's it.
That was the joke?
What was
That's
the other
it?
line?
This one right here. I think of Bob as the funny one. I'm more of the philosophical one.
Really?
Will you shut up and drink your hemlock, please?
I told you to be too hip for you. Hemlock, you know.
Hemlock.
Socrates.
What is it?
Poison.
Lines that start with H? You want hemlock, headlights? What's next?
Hemorrhoid.
Hemorrhoid?
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials not to hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah. more or less.
So, how about giving Bob and Tom VIP a try? Get the link at bobandtom.com.
Be okay?
Morons.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
What if one?
How do you approach a problem like this? I don't. At the Silac Insurance News Desk, there's Christy Lee. I don't know what's wrong with Chick. I don't know what the deal is.
Common knowledge.
What the heck? There's Pat Godwin. Hello, Josh.
Hi there.
There's Jeff Oskey. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and he's going to start talking again. Here's Tom.
No, I think it's your turn. We can
go right ahead.
Check things out at the sports desk. I know we have some interesting news in the world of sports today.
Can you believe it? Now, I fashioned some of these stories for you, Tom, so I'm
listening.
Instead of reading some whatever romance novel you've got going over there, possibly if you pay attention to the sport.
Paying attention.
For instance, Mikal Bridges scored all of his 14 points in the fourth quarter.
Thank you.
Is that Mikal's name?
Mikal's Navy, yeah.
No, that's Hogan's Heroes.
No. That's Mikal's Navy.
That's Hogan's Heroes.
No, it's Mikal's Navy.
All right, you two.
Gosh.
You're listening to Arguments from the Nursing Home. Assisted living.
You know what? I take it all back. Guilty as charged. The Knicks overcame they did it again in Boston. The Knicks overcame a 20-point deficit to beat the Celtics 91-90 last night for a 2-0 lead in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Could it be Hicks versus Knicks again, and the Pacers and New York get together again?
Wouldn't that be great?
For the Eastern Conference Finals. We'll see. The Celtics are up against it, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA, had 34 points for Oklahoma City, and the Thunder got mad after the Nuggets took game one. The final score, Oklahoma City 149.
Oh, my gosh.
Denver 106.
They quit playing defense over there?
At halftime, Oklahoma City was ahead 87 to 56.
Wow.
That was at halftime.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Now the series shifts to the Mile High City. What the hell is this?
I'm trying to find the Mikal's Navy thing.
Everybody else is hearing this, right?
Okay. Well, this should be it, maybe.
Yeah.
That was what I was singing, right?
I heard Hogan's Heroes. I don't know.
And that's the Mikal's Navy.
That's pretty good.
Oh, it's
That's
great.
a good theme.
Big horns.
You know what? They put some time into
They did.
Then.
And you can see that, PT 73 cruising around the Pacific. Oh, it was great. Very cool.
NHL playoffs last night.
Hang on one
Show in
second.
black and white.
Hang on one second. Yeah. But they did some movies in color.
Okay.
Oh, you had Gruber. Oh, it was great.
It's a cave drawing.
The great Carl Ballantine. Christy, PT boat number for John F. Kennedy.
109.
Very good. Okay, you pass back to Chick.
Can I say anything about Kennedy and the PT boat? No? Okay.
Did you ever see that movie, PT 109?
Yeah.
And Cliff Robertson?
Yeah. Should have started once upon a time. Toronto beat Florida.
Great American
4-3
hero.
in the NHL. The Leafs have a 2-0 lead in that series over last year's champs.
Yeah.
And Dallas beat Winnipeg in game one of their playoffs in the NHL. The Steelers have run out of patience with wide receiver George Pickens.
Chick, where are you on this? I want Winnipeg to win now because they beat the Blues. It's
I do.
I want
Absolutely.
the team that beat my team to go all the way.
That's the old, if Washington wasn't in the playoffs, I'd try to cheer for the other division teams.
Yeah.
Now, if a Canadian team wins, what's the tariff on the Stanley Cup?
George Pickens is now a Dallas Cowboy. The Steelers get a third round
slapping the sunburn, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He's something else. Utah Mammoth is now the permanent name.
Utah Mammoth too?
I thought I saw Mammoth.
You know what?
I did Tom Mammoth.
Pat, I'd like to thank you. It's almost like you reached down in that well that I've covered by Tom Talk, and you gave me a hand, and I appreciate it. The Utah Mammoth. Utah Mammoth? Utah Mammoth? Utah Mammoth. Owners Ryan and Ashley Smith unveiled the franchise's permanent full-time name yesterday. Logo of the Ice Age creature, featuring a nod to the shape of the state and the mountain range. The name chosen following several rounds of fan voting. And I forgot what were. I didn't like Mammoth. There was another one I liked, but that's not.
But you told me you like the new logo.
It's okay, yeah. But I don't like this. The rallying cry for the new Utah Mammoth.
Utah Mammoth, where did you Mammoth?
Will be Tusks Up.
Tusks up. All right.
Up.
See, I think rallying cries should be organic.
Yes.
We got to wait a year or two to find out what the rallying cry will be.
What are they going to... So do they have to throw an elephant on the ice if they get a hat trick? Or?
So they had a meeting. Hey, what's our rally cry going to be?
Yeah.
There's a problem with that.
What?
It doesn't. It's not going to sound like Tucks Up.
Tusks up.
Tusks Up.
Yeah.
It is hard to say.
I'm having a little bit of trouble trying to figure out what you think it might sound like.
Yeah.
Tusks.
When things don't go right, you might
think
say
they're
they
gonna go F on accident?
F's up. I think it's very close, frankly. But yeah, I'm with you, Jai. It has to be organic, not just manufactured.
Yeah.
By the way, they found a complete mammoth skeleton in Huntington Canyon in 1988, which evidently is in Utah.
A skeleton.
Ma'am, the options chick were
okay.
The Utah Hockey Club.
I like that.
And the Utah Outlaws.
That was it? Those three?
Yeah, winnowed. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Down from...
okay. Yeah, there was something in the bigger field.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Rams are going to hold a mandatory minicamp in Maui.
Nice.
June 16th to the 19th as part of a new partnership with the Hawaii Tourism Authority to boost local tourism. Team activities take place June 17th to 18th at War Memorial Stadium in a Hawaii city that ends with KU, with additional community events planned throughout the week. Rams president Kevin Demoff said the team is excited to bring the NFL minicamp to Maui for the first time and to support youth football on the island.
And Hawaii's excited because they just also upped that tourist tax. I don't know if you saw that, but if you're a tourist, you're going to pay more a little bit going to Hawaii.
Going to Hawaii?
So that they can save the environment.
Looks like it's a Wailuku.
Wailuku is the place?
Wailuku, I think it's like.
Wailuku. Hey, have you guys noticed this? Maybe we've talked about this, but for the last year or two, are they teaching kids to put the apostrophe in Hawaii now? Have you guys, in almost every article I've seen written about Hawaii.
I haven't noticed
Yeah,
that.
where it sounds like you skip.
Right, so I'm wondering if they are, if my kids will start writing it that way. I'm against it.
All
right.
How old are your kids?
I'll have kids eventually.
He will.
Oh, you better get started.
My sperm can last forever.
Look at sitting over there.
That's true.
There's no age limit, apparently.
As a
Wait a minute.
premise to it.
But Pat's not exactly a young dad.
Yeah.
No, I'm an older dad. I make no bones about it.
And what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Hey, I'm 60, Doc, but I want to have kids. Well, you're going to have to be with somebody who's like 40 or younger. Yeah. Oh, shucks.
Yeah, I was 51.
That's kind of a cool idea. Mini camp.
I was 51 when I had Jimmy.
Mini camp for an NFL team in a beautiful place like Hawaii.
Yeah, that is nice.
I bet everybody shows up.
I bet so, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the beauty of the old Pro Bowl. They would do it in Hawaii, and everybody wanted to go. Then they started doing it in Orlando. It didn't have quite the appeal.
Backup quarterback for Washington, Marcus Mariota. He went to Hawaii.
Has anybody been to Maui?
I have.
I have.
Pretty nice.
I might go later today, not to Maui.
Or maybe with some help from Wowie.
Maui.
Get Maui.
I don't know.
You like the herb?
It's always warm there, right?
Yes.
And
it's always warm there.
why do I think Samoa is so close? Because it's like 2,600 miles away from Hawaii, Samoa. But I always thought, well, Hawaii, of course, there's Samoan football players. Of course.
Yes.
But they're
both in the water.
Yeah, they're both islands.
But if you're going to do that, United States is in the water.
We're all in the water.
Here's a question: Is Los Angeles closer to Hawaii than Hawaii is to Samoa?
The most southern city is Spokane, Washington. Well, how does that work?
Yeah.
Well, the globe bends. No, I don't care.
Right.
I don't want to hear it.
I was just trying to help.
Quit messing with my brain.
Don't mess with my head. Isn't it enough? Oh, we've got a dangerous job here. We'll come back with that. And a world record that, I know I've said this before, but this could possibly be the stupidest world record we've ever
quite a statement.
ever done.
All right. I want to tell you that we got a special broadcast coming up. I've got the poster right here, the one we had to redo to have the puppet of Pat Gowden with the black eyebrows. Java House is going to present our special Carb Day broadcast.
Yeah, they are.
Coming up in a couple of weeks, and I'll explain what that all means. Speaking of Java House, they've revolutionized the world of coffee, starting right here in our studios, because Java House is the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show and the official, let's just say, beverages of the Bob and Tom Show. How does it work? Well, Java House, it's got this thing. It looks kind of like one of those pods for a Keurig machine, but it isn't. You don't put this in anything. It's a little bit bigger than one of those pods, and you could fit a ping pong ball. Did we bring the ping pong balls in for the test?
No, we didn't.
Somebody grabbed those. And what you do is it's called peel and pour. This is a concentrate of coffee, and by the way, quite a variety. Also, they have the delicious hot cocoa. They have various sports drinks and other delights, hydration drinks and energy drinks, lattes, and more. And you just take it, you peel, and you pour it. We also have a great water machine. We have the Office H2O water machine now. Got rid of all those gigantic bottles of water. And this thing is a filtration system. We can get hot water at the touch of a button. It's great. By the way, thanks again to Office H2O for helping us out with that. You can get started, by the way, with Java House at your office or at home at javahouse.com. If you use the promo code Bob and Tom, it'll knock 25% off your order. This is really revolutionizing coffee. It'll make your morning routine a lot easier. And you just have to find the one that you like the best. So give Java House a try. And thanks to Java House for sponsoring a special broadcast of this show just around the corner. And we're going to have one of the Java House drivers stopping by a little bit later on. I'll tell you about that real soon. Java House, once again, the official coffee, and Java House, the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. Coming up, we have, let's see, how do I word this? A flagrant delicto in Publico. In Florida, of course, coming up. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
No, I'm not trying to be critical. I'm just. This is what the Surgeon General is saying.
I know.
So
I think those women who can't are pretty much, by and large, selfish, aren't they?
Screw you, chick.
Yeah.
Don't you wish just once they'd have a day, one day a year, where you could say whatever you wanted in the radio? Just so that one time.
I'm over here working, okay?
You know what you could do?
What?
Walk in there and have Dean do it for you. You walk in there, tell Chick what you want to say, and he can fix it for you. A few minutes ago, Chick said something mean to Christy, and she...
I didn't. Was that mean? I was
Yes,
just
it
making
was.
an observation.
I was saying that some women are unable to breastfeed for a number of reasons, and you said...
The main reason I can think of is because they're selfish.
So Christy
She
wanted...
seems very well adjusted
Right
and
now.
very
Christy
intelligent.
wanted to respond, and I have great faith in our editor.
Me too, because if
Christy
not, I've
wanted
lost
to
my
respond.
job.
We now
have the response.
Okay, go ahead, play it.
Hey, chick, you. You've never had to breastfeed. You don't know what it's like. You're a ignorant, stupid son of a bitch. So shut your mouth, you stupid ass.
You know, that last beep could have used a little more work.
A little less a little less...
And not so much hole. A little heavy on the hole on that one.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Caliendo, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of stand-up dates, and I'm not sure where to put my hands right now, but this is the deal. We're going to be in places like Appleton, Wisconsin, Toledo, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll let you know how to do that on the screen right here. And why did I say we? Is that my new pronoun? No. I have a bunch of other people with me. Those people are Patrick Keene. You've seen his teeth, probably on your dentist wall. They're tremendous, very good teeth. Willie Griswold. You know why he's with us. And of course,
Al Jackson. And that's when they realized it's going to be a fun show.
My mom and I, we've been playing this new game over the holidays. You might want to try it yourself. It's called Joy Whack-A-Mole. What happens? I bring up something that I'm happy about, and then she comes in and slams it down before I can ever feel too good about what's going on.
I see.
Okay, all right.
I told her, Mom, my friend Amy had her baby. Oh, that's great news, honey. That's not the greatest news for the 600,000 kids in foster care, but if she wants a fresh one, everybody wants one that looks like them. So, Mom, I'm doing a show tonight. Oh, sweetie, I have a joke for you. Listen. A friend of mine, Quinsley, she was in foster care. She was airlifted out of the Sudan in the late 90s. She'd been be-armed and be-legged by the Janjaweed, the horseback militia. She'd love to do stand-up, but she can't. And she's just a hoot. She's in a hospice situation. It's really just a matter of time. But the priest comes in and asks her, would you like us to light a candle for you in the chapel? And she says, sassy as you please, teletyping through her eyelids. Well, how many candles you got? Because so many horrible things have happened to her and keep happening. Sweetie, have a good show. What you do is so important.
I watch a lot of news. By the way, my favorite news channel is CNN Headline News.
Is it?
Because there's no segue between stories. They go from polar opposite A to B with nothing in between.
Yeah.
And that's what the future looks like with a nuclear North Korea. Coming up next, a boy in Pittsburgh collects nickels. It's like the news for people with ADD. We're all gonna die. Hey, a horsey.
Squirrel.
But these are some news stories that I noticed over the past several weeks. Could I share some?
Sure.
A woman in England pled guilty to disturbing the peace with her noisy lovemaking.
Yeah.
Well, she said guilty, but you could totally tell she was faking it.
Sure.
A company in Ireland created the world's first ever green technology vibrator that's powered by winding it up. Which means basically it's a Jack in the Box.
Technically, it is.
Sesame Street turned 40 years old last year, which you could tell because Big Bird got an earring and a Corvette.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Perfect. Office supplies. Man, you can do a billion things with stuff. Staple remover, notepads. Looks like we got some erasers. There's over 1 million textiles in here. What? Oh, I have an idea. I swear to God, I just hit the jackpot. I learned this from my mom, Phyllis. See, you take the Post-it note, which appears to be just a common Post-it note. Then you take your pot you keep in a Parmesan cup. Put your pot right here in the middle, and automatically you got free rolling papers. I swear to God, man, once you inhale the adhesive, oh, you'll get people hooked. It's like a Fortune 500 buzz. This will be the next plot line on Breaking Bad 4. Well, let's get to work. Hi, man.
Hey, Donnie. I don't think you're supposed to be back here.
It's okay, man. I shut the door. Look, I come loaded for bear. I know how much you like this stuff. Don't start tweaking. I made these myself with Post-it notes. Here's your free one.
Yes. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Mother's Day is Sunday. You know this. We know it. We're trying to tell you. Order now and choose overnight shipping to get Steven Singer Jewelers 24-karat gold-dipped roses in time. Order today at IHateStevenSinger.com.
There's Chef Hoskey. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. It's great to see you here, sir.
I have a letter.
Well, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Good morning, everybody. You didn't mention welder in your dangerous jobs. I was a welder. Our company focuses on structural steel, handrails, and stairs.
Oh.
It's very dangerous. For example, One day, a worker was bringing into the shop a 40-foot, 12-inch wide beam on a forklift. He had someone helping him maneuver it through the doors. The beam slipped off the forks and crushed the assistant's legs.
Oh, gosh.
Both had to be amputated.
Oh, what? God, why did you do
That's
that?
from Ryan. It's about time to be a little grateful, okay?
Who brought you that letter?
What do you mean? That's a dangerous job.
That is a dangerous job.
Well,
Probably one of those little platforms with the wheels on them, you know.
Oh, that's what they got?
They scoot around, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like Eddie Murphy and...
Trading Places.
God.
Yeah.
On a lighter note.
Yes.
What are you trying to say? I shouldn't have read that.
Dear Bob and Tom show, writes Michael. First of all, I've listened to your show since day one.
Is that right?
That's a lie.
I haven't listened since day one. What are you talking about? I wasn't even here day one. I don't know what kind of mess you and that other guy put together.
I was here day one, and I haven't listened yet. Okay.
That's interesting.
You brought up the subject of waterbeds. The question was raised, does anyone still have one? We have owned a... Cristiano, you used to have one. Do you know what this means?
I've had a couple of them.
A full-motion waterbed.
Yeah, that means there were no baffles in it.
Baffles?
Yeah, there are baffles.
Those always
in the
confuse me.
Full motion one because...
He's baffled. Very, very good. Thank you,
slows
Josh.
the motion down.
It's gentle comedy, isn't it?
Irritating.
Oh, irritating comedy.
Kind of.
No, it's subjective.
Hey!
The subject is...
You can order waterbeds on Amazon. What can I get you? You can.
And
he still has a full motion waterbed?
That's what he says.
Man.
Wow.
There's a lot of sloshing.
Full motion meaning?
It moves a lot.
Oh.
But the baffles in it keep it a little more firm, a little more stable.
I've never slept on one. But I remember going to whatever it was, the waterbed warehouse or something.
Of course.
And getting on one. And I noticed there was a lot of noise, a lot of sloshing.
Yeah. And then you could graduate to the soft cider waterbed, which was tubes of water that would fill into like a mattress. Yeah.
That really can't be a big thing anymore, though. I mean,
I don't think it's. You don't see waterbed warehouse anymore, do you?
No.
No. Well, there you go.
Was this good for the lovemaking? Did it kind of go with the motion? And
Oh God, I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay.
I didn't. I would
It was
think.
my first husband.
Well, let's expand on this.
That was a long time ago.
Would it be like you'd be pushing this way, it'd be pushing back? It was like having a defense?
No. Have you ever had sex on a boat? Like
Answer the
rocking?
question, Tom.
That kind of rocking motion?
Have you ever had sex? Would be my question.
Well, okay, there's that.
Other than to put a baby in somebody.
A one, a two, you're pregnant.
That's called the Tootsie Pop pregnant.
Right.
But I think the world of FM radio wouldn't exist if it weren't for waterbeds, because there were so many waterbed commercials in the early days of FM radio.
Oh, I was like, how did that connect?
Because it was a hippie
because you're talking
thing.
about
It was a hippie thing,
sponsorship.
right?
Oh yeah, I mean, don't you remember that?
Yeah, it was a hippie thing.
Waterbeds and car and aftermarket car stereos built this building.
I did. I want to say hundreds of waterbed commercials, and waterbed warehouse. Yeah.
Did you ever sleep in a waterbed?
I did, but I did not care for it. There's something that happens to my body when I'm sleeping. I sweat in odd places. I can't explain it any better than that. I don't feel like I'm ever. I don't feel like I'm ever dry when I'm sleeping in a waterbed.
Really?
I'm hearing a song, Pat.
Oh.
I sweat in odd places. A little bit of a Garth Brooks tribute.
They have
Stupid world record.
We got a stupid world record?
Yeah, we do. Stupid world record.
Yes.
Are you ready to listen to this?
Yes.
All right.
A 7-year-old rescue cat from Texas.
Rescue cat?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
has claimed the Guinness World Record.
Oh, you mean the cat was rescued?
The cat was rescued from.
Oh,
Rescue
not that
dog.
it rescues people. Okay.
No, that's a poorly written, I guess.
Oh, well, hang on a second. Guinness World Record for the longest jump by a cat.
What?
Really? Across or up?
A tree?
Oscar achieved the title by jumping 8 feet 5 inches.
Well, that's amazing.
Beating the previous record of 7.5 feet. Now, I don't know if this is straight up. I don't know if it's the distance across.
Do you know, Tom?
Yeah.
I don't know what.
How do they get it to jump?
There's a backstory.
Oh.
Oscar's owner, Theodore Shields.
Teddy Shields?
Teddy Shields.
That was the original Sgt. Pepper song.
It
wasn't Billy. It was Teddy.
Oscar survived falling off of a large building.
Oh, my gosh.
And he says, in his opinion, he thinks that gave Oscar a strong craving for, quote, airtime. And he thinks that Oscar learned vertical jumps are dangerous, horizontal is safer, and now he is adept at doing long distance
So he
jumping.
could jump an 8-foot chasm then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why don't they outfit cats and make them rescue cats and send them up in the Himalayas with bourbon around their necks to save skiers and things like that? Or send them up in the mountains.
Well, first of all, skiing the Himalayas, I guess someone has done it. It's
certainly
Be really
not you,
tough.
because
Yeah.
you're a puss.
No, I prefer, I don't know, Vale, Beaver Creek, Aspen, Keystone, maybe Deer Valley.
Babies.
Let's see now.
Why wouldn't you ever?
Here, we have a video here of Oscar the cat.
Handsome cat, gray and white.
Well,
yeah, that's a good jump.
No, it doesn't even look like he's trying.
I mean,
it
looks like very little effort, which is all the more incredible.
Right.
But the fact that they could train him to do anything is a miracle. It's a cat.
True. You can train cats.
Takes longer.
Do cats do tricks?
You can train a cat to use your toilet.
Well, that's
It's
true.
amazing.
You can.
Really?
Yeah.
Absolutely. There are these kits out there where you can, and they get it in 2-3 days. It's nuts.
Boop.
Really?
Yes.
Do they
Does your
flush?
cat do that?
No, I didn't get the kit.
Well, they don't flush. No.
They can. I have seen
flush.
videos of them flush.
Oh,
Is it a
my
Kit Kat?
But what?
Is it a Kit Kat? Is that what they call it?
It's a cat kit.
Are you asking because I'm overweight?
No, it's a cat.
And so therefore I would have candy in my home? Oh!
No, I did not.
I see what you're doing.
No, it's you said the kit. The kit is for a cat.
Utah Mammoth?
I guess this guy trained this cat by having a room full of rocking chairs. And they learned to jump, you see.
Finally, in sports,
Yes.
the Milwaukee Brewers are in hot water with fans who thought they were going to receive a free hot dog at games this season, only to find out they're paying tax.
That is BS.
In April, the Brewers announced the launch of Brewers Hot Dog Club, a membership program where fans can receive one complimentary hot dog at every home game throughout the regular season. The total price to join this elite club, $59.99, which is a steal. But if you're paying $6 a dog at Yankee Stadium, Brewers fans, though, started losing it over the fact they had to pay taxes on their hot dog every time they went and grabbed one at the American Family Field concourse.
Yeah, they have a right to be upset.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why wouldn't they build it into the
what was
fee
supposed
up front?
to be a fee free was now costing fans almost $1 every time they went and grabbed a hot dog.
They wouldn't build it into the front because some fans will only get 2 hot dogs under this membership. Others will get 12. Others will get 9. It's not a finite number. You subscribe and then you can get it.
One person tweeted, "Is nothing sacred anymore? The Brewers ruined my hot dog club experience." I grabbed what I thought was a free hot dog, and then I saw my credit card receipt. They tacked 63 cents on.
Annoying. That's annoying.
I don't understand. I mean, if you get a buffet,
they tax you on it.
Yeah, but it's a tax based on the amount of the buffet.
Right.
They don't tax
this
you.
is taxed on an individual hot dog. 63 cents is the tax on one hot dog.
I give up.
So if you get 6 hot dogs, it'd be more than 63 cents.
Yeah, a little over.
I don't understand.
$4 or something.
All right. Well,
no, it doesn't make any sense. If you pay, what is it? How much is it to join the club?
$60.
Then you tax that and call it a day.
That's what everybody's complaining about.
That's what it should be.
Right.
If you go to a buffet, you don't go, oh, you only had half a sandwich, we're going to tax you less.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
This would be like you get taxed when you have a Netflix subscription, and then they tax you on every movie you watch. That's essentially the same thing.
That sounds like a tariff.
Boy, you guys.
What are you doing?
He started it.
Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back, I should say, to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for joining us. If you are just joining us, we're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. That kind of reminded me, Christy, what's the status of the of the conclave
Thank you
going
for
on.
asking, Tom.
Vatican City, USA. A friend of mine is there.
Not Vatican City, USA.
Vatican City, USA.
Wait a minute.
Yours is in Rome right now.
No, it's not. It's at Epcot. I guess you guys don't read the paper. Yeah, they moved the Vatican to Epcot. It's very convenient. It's right after
another vote coming.
It's right after you get to the Japan pavilion.
I see.
Can you imagine if they
had a mini Vatican City in Epcot?
Oh, it would be so popular.
I think it would be kind of cool.
People would go nuts.
It would be cool, yeah.
Oh, speaking of Disney, did you see where they're putting in their new theme parks going in Abu Dhabi?
No kidding.
Yep, but their 7th theme park was announced yesterday will be in Abu Dhabi.
What are they making mini where?
The waterfront resort will be built and run by the local
I guess that's
developer.
mini underneath that robe or whatever.
You mean the headgear?
Yeah.
So a lot of new
ears under that.
That is a really fair question.
That is a fair question.
I mean, all the princesses and all that stuff.
I don't know, but that's where they said they were going to do it. So
I mean, it makes sense. That place is. I'd actually like to go. Some of the stuff there is
incredible,
unique to the.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
A lot.
Everyone
of new
that I
jobs.
know that has been there said it's amazing.
I know you're trying to hammer.
What are you trying to hammer in?
Nikki Glazer's joke.
What is Nikki Glazer's joke?
Josh.
I don't. Why would you make me repeat?
I forgot
my friend's joke.
I have no.
Create a lot of Abu Jabis.
There you go.
Yeah.
In Abu Dhabi.
Oh, that's very nice.
Now let's go back to Vatican City. Black smoke poured out of the Sistine Chapel on Wednesday evening.
I have a question. What would happen if the Sistine Chapel caught on fire?
That'd be a
would
problem.
they think we don't have a new pope? Oh my God!
It'd be a pretty hot fire because it's mostly stone, I think.
Now, there are a lot of questions about the Sistine Chapel. In fact, we have an expert here. Mr. Paul Lind is here.
Hello, everybody.
Mr. Lind, where is
God?
Where is the Sistine Chapel?
Right next to the 15th.
Oh, thank you.
133 Cardinals returned to the Sistine Chapel today, where they failed to elect a new pope again in 2 votes this morning.
I mean, nobody expected this to take.
But no, it's like 1:30 in Rome.
They're breaking for lunch, Chick.
They
Thank
broke
you.
for lunch.
That's
yeah.
right.
And by the
And they'll
way,
be back
so they've
for-
got the black smoke means no new pope,
Correct.
but they're locked in there. The green smoke means they're out of guac.
Oh man, yeah.
And by the way, the fees for guacamole in Italy ridiculous. There's a tax.
This has been so taxing on all of us. It's time for lunch. What?
Yeah.
A deli tray?
From the New York Times. Come for the conclave. Don't stay for the food. The Cardinals selecting the next pope will take their meals at a Vatican guest house. A conclave veteran said the fare was food you could eat at a train station. I guess that's
Maybe that's
not
their
good.
impetus to get out of there.
And yeah, the article last week said prior to the conclave, when they're going around having lunch with each other, et cetera, there are a number of incredible restaurants. And there was like a guide to where the best place for the Cardinals to go
And
eat.
by train station food, one of the cardinal who refused to be identified, I mean pastas with watery sauce, just cutlets and salads, nothing exciting.
Yeah.
There you go.
They'll be back this afternoon for a possible 4th or 5th vote. And apparently, some of the Cardinals turned to the 2024 film Conclave for guidance on the actual conclave this year. An unnamed cleric involved in the process admitted to Politico that some Cardinals watched it in the cinema. The cleric said the film is seen as remarkably accurate, making it a particularly helpful research tool for Cardinals from far-flung locations who have little experience of Vatican politics and protocol.
Well, there's no reason to doubt this unnamed cleric.
Yeah. A majority of Cardinals participating were appointed by the late Pope Francis. They've never experienced a conclave, so they didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, most of the men in there have never been in that situation.
Sure.
All these Gen Z Cardinals.
Oh, yeah.
Gen Z Cardinals.
By the way, do we have a number on the youngest of these guys?
That's a good question.
I can look it up.
Let's guess.
70.
58.
Yeah, that's probably a good guess.
Yeah.
What'd you say, 58?
Yeah.
Most of them are. So, in other words, the majority of these guys are what we would call a rookie. Yeah, so they got to figure out what
Meet
to do.
the 5 youngest cardinals taking part in the conclave.
And here they are.
What if they were just the hottest pictures of them?
It's on a first date. What do you think would be a good restaurant food to have?
15 of them are under the age of 60.
Whoa.
Yeah. Apparently, the youngest cardinal elector is 53.
Wow. Not a bad guess, Pat.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry.
but the important thing is,
45.
oh wow, okay, because if you come in second for Pope, you become the next Golden Bachelor. Which is going to be a great show. Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Tom Papa. We're going to talk with race car driver Ed Carpenter. We're going to talk with comedian Al Jackson. We have bald men in the news. And interesting news from White Castle coming up. And interesting news from Yellowstone, all on tap.
Please tell me that White Castle now cures baldness, and my world will be complete.
I wish I could tell you that, but no.
Wouldn't that be great?
Man, that would be amazing.
We are broadcasting from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I see him.
With a hungry look in his eye, rise his rice hopper off into the sky. Bones across gaping holes, there are devil dogs and yodels on the canyon floor. Making way, atomic wedge speedo. He ain't afraid to say he's bringing Harry back. Heart attack, libido. I said libido. La 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 libido. Rev up your RPM. Along the way, he's making new friends. Adrenaline running high. I got a rocket strapped to my side. Don't back away. Never play it safe. No, no, no. He ain't afraid to say he's bringing Harry back. Heart attack. Libido. I said libido. La 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 la. Libido. I brought my helmet. Don't back away. Never play it safe. No, no, no. He ain't afraid to say he's bringing Harry back. Heart attack. Libido. Libido. Hey, 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 libido. Libido Knievel, Scott Baio, sexual stuntman, at your service.
There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. Kay, It's over. We have to break up. I'm breaking up with you. I have met somebody else. It's just better for me. Java House, peel and pour pods. I mean, you peel, all right? You pour the Java House cold brew into a cup of hot water, and in less than 10 seconds, voila. Amazingly smooth, barista quality. You don't have this. And you're a lot of work. Frankly, it shouldn't be this much work. I've stuck by you. You know that. When you were broke, it's not easy to say, but I just have to tell you, you're gross. Java House offers me so much more, not just coffee, teas, energy drinks. I appreciate you taking this as well as you are. I was worried you'd be all steamed up about this. That's disappointing. Perhaps I gave you too much credit. It's over, and I'm keeping the cats.
Java House, amazingly smooth cold brew coffee. Enjoy barista quality coffee in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. It's effortlessly easy. In fact, the hardest thing about Java House, well, that'll be figuring out which one of their many great beverages to try next.
You don't have to watch this.
Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
There is that fear for me of doing the person and them not liking it. You know, it's a very real possibility. Like, for example, recently I started doing the voice of a British action star, Jason Statham.
Oh,
Love that guy.
My man crush. I love
Terrific,
that guy.
right?
Bank job. Oh,
So my fear is, though, because I didn't know whether to do him in the stand-up special that I mentioned is coming on in Showtime in the summer. So I struggle with doing it because I am afraid to do his voice and then get a call from him in the middle of the night. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Why don't I tell you, mate? I'm the bloke who's going to rip you into little pieces. Then I'm going to swallow those pieces before you die. And even though that doesn't make sense, I don't want that call.
I don't blame you.
So fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that guy, too.
Oh, he's great.
That's Kevin Pollak.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast. Jiffy Quick from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin. There's Josh Arnold. Hello. Jeff Oskey's here, I guess, for now. I'm Chick McGee, and I think the youngest pope is in his 40s, is what I've found.
44.
Youngest pope?
Youngest cardinal.
Yeah, 45. I said 45.
I don't believe it.
Well, we were talking about
Yeah,
the
Loka Blowchok or something?
Yeah, he's from Ukraine.
what?
My Loka Blowchok.
That's he's from Ukraine.
His name is My Local Blowchok?
I think it might exactly be pronounced that way.
I mean, Blowchok sounds like the name of a UFC guy. Blowchok.
Mykola Bychok.
Bychok.
So close.
So very close.
So very
Again, the news story suggests that because the majority of the cardinals that are voting in this thing have never been in a conclave, because it's not like it happens every year.
Right.
So, and then an unnamed source says a number of them watched the movie Conclave.
Yes. To get an idea of what they had coming at them, I would do that, wouldn't you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, how accurate is that movie?
Well, you still have an idea of how the politics work, how you have to walk up and I'm sure they don't practice, do they?
I think that'd be bad luck to practice the conclave.
Yeah, right.
I think it'd be great if they went into the wrong movie, like went into Eyes Wide Shut, and they just show up in a bunch of robes and weird masks.
Yes.
There are
a lot of you.
I'm going to say 35. So far this morning, I've noticed online of AI-generated popes at the conclave, sitting around smoking cigars. There's a DJ. It's amazing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we are talking with Christy Lee. She's right over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk. And what else is happening?
Well, apparently there's a new survey out there, and we know how we love to do surveys here, that say women find bald men more attractive than those with hair.
Boy, that's shocking.
According to the poll of 2,000 women commissioned by Illicit Encounters, the top 10 most attractive features in men are...
If you say a sense of humor, I'm going to strangle you.
No,
Or
this is
physical
all
features?
physical.
Okay.
Number 10, hairy chest.
All right.
Number 9, green eyes.
No, wait a second.
Interesting.
Do you like a hairy chest, Christy?
No, tickles my nose when I lay on it. Don't
But I've
like
known
it.
a lot of women that love it.
Yeah, a lot of women.
You're relatively hairy, is that correct?
My chest isn't as hairy as you'd think, and so I've had some women be disappointed.
Yeah, I found it surprising.
Aw.
What? I'm sorry. My fault?
Now, aren't there people that get hair transplanted to their chest for just
Yeah,
that
I
reason?
guess. I don't know. I prefer no hair on a man's chest, but that's just me.
You ever
Blonde-
you ever shave a guy?
Did I ever shave a guy?
You know,
No.
like in the shower, shave his back.
No.
How about his...
What movie are you watching now?
I just figure if I ask enough stupid questions like this, Christy often does the same thing. She'll stumble and slip and say something that really happened. It may be semi-off topic, but it's
Yeah.
always hilarious.
No, I've never done that. Number 8, blonde hair. Number 7, high cheekbones. Number 6, curly hair. These are the things that women find most attractive in men.
All
Number
right.
5, dark hair.
So wait a second. So in the top 10, you've got 3 things about hair.
Yep.
And you say bald men are number 1, though.
I didn't say that. You are not
Okay.
listening. Number 3, blue eyes.
Oh.
Number 2, bald head.
Okay.
Number 2, Tom.
Number 1, most attractive feature in a man.
A huge dong.
Yeah.
No.
Well, kind of maybe.
Sensitive.
Muscular physique.
The old...
The six-pack over the bald head.
The old muscular physique.
Yeah, that gets me every time.
I got that going for
I
me,
thought
don't
women
I?
like the dad bod. What the hell happened to that?
I don't know. But the bald head thing, I mean...
I think when you hear bald head, you think...
Patrick Stewart.
Yes.
Not Curly from the Three Stooges.
No, but...
yeah.
No, because
I think a full, lush head of hair would beat a bald head.
Yes.
But if it's a balding guy or a thinning guy, I think that's what women find objectionable.
No, we don't.
I think so.
The shaved head you like, right?
I love my husband's hair.
Oh, he has a full head of hair.
Yeah.
So where I'm at, Chick, you're saying this is less appealing than if I were to
shave your head.
Shave my head like
I don't
Statham
agree.
or whatever.
I don't agree with that. I like your hair that way.
However, shaved head and a beard throws me. It always has. I don't say
Yeah, that's
anything
a
about
weird
it, but I just let it go.
Would you shave your head, Tom?
No.
See?
He likes his sideburns. He thinks he's got William Kunstler sideburns. He likes that.
Yeah.
I like his sideburns.
By the way, that's the reference that Chick made is he's a famous
Look him up. He has the magnificent sideburns.
a civil rights lawyer of defended the Chicago 7.
Yeah.
Whatever. But he had a terrible comb over. I never liked that. You'll have to agree with that. What do you think of that list, Chris? Do you think that's real?
I mean,
Nothing on there strikes me as being false.
no. I mean, I've made it quite clear I like a nice ab. I mean,
Yeah, sure.
I mean, a healthy looking guy.
And you want a smooth ab.
Yes.
I mean, the
I'm
bald-
not into the hairy guy.
The bald head thing, I mean, you've got like The Rock.
Right.
And Patrick Stewart. That, I think, there's a...
And Jason Statham.
Yeah, but
I think it's become a lot more popular.
Stanley Tucci's now considered a sex symbol, so...
Yes, he's bald.
Yeah, especially in that movie, The
Oh, God.
Conclave.
Yeah, we're...
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Tucci
women
was in
love the cardinal outfit.
Conclave.
Okay, we can move on.
I think he wants us to be uncomfortable.
I think so too. Hey, the health experts out there are warning you not to apply hemorrhoid cream under your eyes. The so-called beauty hack has cropped up again on social media.
Off-label use?
Yep. Users claiming it reduces puffiness, tightens skin, and even acts as a kind of under-eye filler. However, dermatologists warn that hemorrhoid cream should never be applied under the eyes. Dermatologist Dr. Shireen Idris said some creams contain phenylphrine, or whatever, it's a vasoconstrictor, and steroids, a combination that can increase your risk of glaucoma. She added that the topical steroids can also thin out the delicate skin under your eyes and over time will actually worsen the appearance of wrinkles and redness.
So you don't use hemorrhoid cream on your...
Under your eyes for bags.
Conan O'Brien did this famously.
Yeah.
Talks about it.
I know a lot of people that have done that.
That's kind of off-label use. But I do know that it is a good idea to use Visine on your anus.
Oh, why's that?
Well, you can take the redness out of your roids.
It's the brown.
That's what I was going to say. It doesn't work on green or blue eyes. It only works on brown eyes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Writing a Joke on the Air.
That was in the first place, Jeff.
Absolutely wonderful.
That people do that, really?
Yes.
They've always been around for
a long
I want to
time.
say decades.
Yes.
Ever since Preparation came out.
Does Preparation H have an odor?
It's a little bit of like just a top.
If you put it on.
Oh,
yeah, I was going to say eventually, but that's good too. Yeah.
It's a little bit like the odor any topical cream would kind of have.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you put it on your eyes and you're having conversation with someone, they're going to go,
no.
Man, I can't help but smell the H.
Yeah, no, it's not like Vicks Vapor Rub where you could be near the person and smell it.
Is Preparation H is it a cream or is it a suppository?
It's a cream.
Cream, yeah.
It comes in a tube.
Okay. What color is it?
White.
Yeah, kind of an off-white.
What color is it? What are you looking for? What do you want?
Brown.
I want it to be black so that if you were a football player or a baseball player, you could put the eye black on and also take care of your roids.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you very much. Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Al Jackson, comedian Tom Papa, and more. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Doug Stanhope is with us. Let's see, we've established a few things. Doug is a single man, but he's living with a woman in
sin.
Her name is Bingo.
Her nickname, yeah.
They live in, is it Bisbee?
Christy felt the need to.
You know, I got a great bingo story, but her. She's got a really
careful,
conservative side of our family that listens to your show, and I have a great story, and I can't tell it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, she's very nice. We have met Bingo. She's very nice.
Yes, she's very nice.
And
we did a charity poker event in Miami last week.
This is the card game.
Yeah, with porn stars and me.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you hear poker.
Doug's naked a lot. Did I mention that?
You hear poker.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Those days are over. Yeah.
Okay.
I bloated up when I quit smoking. I just,
It got all achy.
Yeah, I get all bloated and fat, and yeah, I try not to be naked as much as possible. I'm sure Chick can feel me on this one.
Oh yeah, I feel you, brother.
Anyway, the only point of my story is if you're gonna have a threesome in a sleazy Best Western in Miami with a giant pile of stepped-on blow with Ginger Lynn, do it in 1983. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about last weekend.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Didn't work out well.
She's nearing 50.
Hey, wait a
Things
minute.
I should have done as a kid. You know, why did I finally do this now?
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
It is a nice neighborhood, but we're on the backside of the South Pasadena, so a little close. So although it's nice, the crime starts just to the other side of us, and we had some police activity in our neighborhood not too long ago.
I see.
And obviously, a little scary. I'm supposed to be the defender of the home. Currently, with a vitamin D deficiency, it does take a little bit of the edge off your confidence.
Yeah.
Well, if someone breaks in your house, when your first concern is not the burglar, but did he leave the front door open so a strong wind could snap you like peanut brittle?
Sure, I understand.
But a buddy of mine, someone broke into his house, and he did not react the way he thought he was going to.
What did he do?
Well, what he did was he hid.
Oh,
really?
And so now he got terrified. He wants to buy a gun to defend his home, and he's never used a gun before in his life. And I was trying to convince him. I said, you don't need a gun to defend you. You're not a gun guy. What you need is a baseball bat.
Yeah.
The baseball bat is the perfect home defense weapon because any idiot can swing a baseball bat. Because you don't have to be baseball good. You just have to be pinata good is all you have to be.
That's right. That's right.
As a matter of fact, the more spastic and unstable you are, the deadlier you appear to the intruder.
Right.
Exactly.
A gun in and of itself is a dangerous weapon. You could be handling a gun and accidentally shoot yourself, but no one has ever been cleaning a baseball bat and accidentally beat themselves to death.
True enough.
If that does happen, that's an acceptable loss. Let that man go.
Yes.
That's very true.
Now, in my fantasy of defending the home, is usually I'm kicking some serious butt, and then there's usually like a catchy phrase at the end. Tag it with something. Even if the guy's got his foot on my chest, I'll look up at him and say, well. I guess that was easier than even you anticipated.
James P. Connolly.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com and check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Christy and I were talking about a dream date, and I thought we would maybe
with each other for the first time ever.
Maybe it might be easier if I sent my assistant on the date with you, and then she could tell me if we had a good time or not. And then
that's exactly what
I see that coming.
Never mind. Now, do you turn your phone off?
I put it on vibrate.
And where is it?
It's in my purse usually.
Okay.
I mean, I don't look at it. I wouldn't.
Okay.
But you have to keep your phone on.
Oh, yeah, come on.
No,
not only answer it. Hold
he's
on.
wearing the Bluetooth during dinner.
that's completely false.
Absolutely. This is important. Hold on.
Completely false. I almost never answer my phone.
All right.
Very, very rarely.
Yeah, I don't. No.
All right. So you got that, unless, of course, it's one of your kids, right?
Well, that's the thing. I look at it.
Yeah, but you got 5. 4 of them could call at any time.
Yeah, 6 out of 10 calls are from your kids. You know that.
Yeah. 6 out of 10.
Which happens 7 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
The other 4 are wrong dials.
And chances are you're going to have to go pick up one of them, so that means I'm going to be sitting there by myself for a while.
You're bitching at me already? I haven't even answered the phone.
So there you go.
What would be your opening
Shiraz or
salvo conversationally? What would you open with if
I've known you all half
but
my
say you
life.
didn't.
What do you do for a living? Mm-hmm.
Say you didn't. What would you? Would you ask me something, or would you start telling me about
No,
your
let's
life?
not do that. No, let's just approach this like you two, the two people that you are. What would you talk to
Let's stay in reality.
So we go.
We talk about?
You know, I've never thought of you romantically.
Well, we have 2 hours to kill. Let's talk about what's wrong with Chick.
Wow.
Let's talk about how you
Sex, baby.
Yes, sex. How you like it.
How do you approach it?
Well, see, now we had
How you going to approach it, Tom?
See, now we had the list of first date turnoffs.
How you gonna crack this code?
Come on.
Here we go.
How are you going to get those ankles on your shoulders? That's what I want.
Yeah, because see, not on this list from USA Today. Mismatched clothes, 36% first date turnoff, and you go up the list,
close.
and body odor, 94%. I'm clean, I have no body odor. But my pet peeve of first date turnoffs: women who don't put out.
Wow.
Lee.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the Silac Insurance News Desk, it's Christy Lee. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chickster.
He's the I Hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There's Jeff Hoskey. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. I love that music. It's feels like you're out there on a summer's day.
Mm-hmm.
Piece of straw in your mouth.
I had one of those days yesterday. I didn't chew on a piece of straw, but some good yard work done.
I thought this is like this is like tavern music, like bar music.
Yeah, it's good.
The smoky
Tavern
harmonica
music.
doesn't mean a summer day.
Maybe a back house, backyard barbecue.
No.
No?
It's a bar.
Were I making a movie, this is what I would say for the Smoky Tavern. I agree.
Not I'm walking outdoors looking for Becky Thatcher. No.
Becky Thatcher, hot.
Was she a redhead? I don't remember.
I don't think we ever got an accurate description of Becky.
It's been a while since I've read those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just trying to place us in a mindset of happy outdoor summery.
Yeah, it definitely suggests warmer weather.
Yeah, there we go. Now we have Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Okay.
Christy, you sound discouraged.
What's going on?
There's a lot going on here that we're trying to
behind the scenes
keep the inmates in the asylum. I'm looking right at you, Daddy. Go ahead.
So during the break, you were out in your car? What, were you getting ready to
What's
leave?
going on with you?
I'm sorry. I couldn't
I don't
let that go.
I don't want to. We have a reasonably successful program here. And you're
Fully aware of
outside,
that.
you're down the hallway, you're wandering around in the break room, I mean, that's okay. I wander, God knows.
Grabbing some delicious Java House coffee. Thank you.
Out in your car?
I know I had to get something out in the car.
Oh, I see.
I had the posters that I had made for the special thing we're doing. With Java House, we're doing a special broadcast, and we had to redo the posters because Pat wanted the puppet of Pat. Not even a real picture. He wanted the puppet to have his dark eyebrows, so I redid it.
Good for you, Pat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So here's the old one from yesterday. Pat has white eyebrows.
Unrecognizable.
Can't even know. Who's that?
Right.
Okay, well, here you are. I thought maybe the guitar would give it away, but you do have those really dark eyebrows. You look kind of like, what's the
Do
movie?
you dye those?
Sean Connery looked like that.
Dye those.
Yeah, well, he was the admiral. Remember that one?
Oh.
Yeah, Hunt for Red October.
Yeah.
Great movie. Let's go to Christy Lee right
A
now.
woman who's been called America's favorite cougar.
Really?
Has become the oldest model ever to collaborate with the adult toy company Fleshlight. 57-year-old OnlyFans model Elena St. James will have a replica of her mommy parts made into the pleasure device for men.
So
the I Feel Nothing is available now.
It looks like an oven mitt.
So this thing is
so mean.
Wow.
Explain to me the Fleshlight is. So it's the size of a flashlight, but it has an insertable sleeve.
Exactly.
But do they take a mold of her actual?
Yes.
They do for many porn stars and
Yes.
stuff.
It's big.
You act like you've never seen one. We've had one in here.
I've certainly never held one with any intent of using it.
Yeah, I've never used one either.
What's wrong with the
That's
previous?
shocking. I'm a pervert.
Are the previous Fleshlights too immature for? I mean,
She's made an amazing amount of money on OnlyFans as this
What's her name?
57. Her name is Elena St. James.
Let me take a look at this.
Elaina.
Elena St. James.
She's pretty. She's a buxom lady.
Oh, Jugsy, would you
Yeah.
say?
So
I prefer Juggy.
how does this differ from the standard Fleshlight? Does it require more lube?
Hey, wait a minute.
Elena St. James.
Not everybody's dried up, okay?
Okay, sorry.
Oh, she doesn't look old.
No, she doesn't.
No, how old is she?
57.
All right.
That's not old.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
thank you.
She's a little old.
All right, let me get a look. What's her name?
Elena St. James.
Lena.
Elaina.
You know, good for her. She's not. I'm personally not attracted to her, but she's fine. She's just not my type, I guess. I don't know.
Now, with OnlyFans, can you sell stuff? Is she allowed to pitch this thing herself?
Yes, she can. Now, she can't sell it via that site, but she can pitch it.
She can say, go to so-and-so to find my...
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd put a picture of me up on my Instagram that makes me look cross-eyed. That's just me.
I'm with you,
Well,
dude.
Do you notice
I
this?
saw that.
Yeah, right.
Right.
The TMZ story that I read had a picture that looked a little.
There you go, Jeff. Who the hell are you doing?
Now.
She is
Sorry, my
juggy,
fault.
and here she is bending over. Let's take a look at that.
Oh.
Well, all right. Yeah, that's, I don't know. Not for me. I'm
Just
gonna
right up
say
her old address, huh? All right.
But good for her. Make money. She's going to sell a ton of her.
When did that first start happening? Like those body parts being manufactured in a big time way?
I don't know, but I remember
both male and female.
I'm still like, I have no interest in those.
That doesn't seem like anything I could. Yeah,
But they also do this for the male
yes.
porn stars. They'll make a copy of their male member.
That makes more sense to me. For
right.
Well,
yeah.
but that's you've always talked about Plastercaster, whatever the heck her name was.
Oh, the Plastercaster was a famous woman in the history of rock and roll that would do that to all the rock stars.
Oh, okay.
Make a Plastercaster there, and she did Hendrix though, right?
I remember seeing a Real Sex on HBO where they had a guy and a girl both go in to get plaster casted, and while the guy was because he had to be erect for so long.
How do you stay that way?
He had like one or two girls, I don't remember, but one was like kind of licking his neck and with him the whole time to sort of keep him aroused.
Because that plaster of Paris is cold when it goes on, I would think.
Yeah, and it takes a while to firm up.
Right.
How do they have to chisel it off? How do they?
No, I don't remember.
Break it off?
I don't remember them like having to break it off.
Is it like when you have a cast removed?
It was not as crazy as that. Like they didn't have to use one of those vibrating saws.
But did the guy just want it for posterity when he was an old man?
He was getting paid. He was getting paid to have his wiener. He essentially licensed his wiener.
So this woman,
A licensed dildo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this woman is going to have her actual.
Yes.
I mean, wouldn't that be dangerous to have that done to the inside of your body?
I don't think they use plaster. They use some other kind of.
It's some other kind of. It's the same stuff they use on when they take somebody's face.
Yeah, mouth guards.
No, for like a special.
Well,
effects.
they could take her face. They could take her nose and make Groucho glasses.
Oh, jeez. Matt, do you have a song?
My friend Tom's not wrong.
That's quite a honker she's got on there.
Hey, she's made a lot of money. Give her
Good
credit.
for that's wonderful. Good for her.
Would you like to hear a little Neil Diamond tribute?
I would
To this
love
lady?
to.
Yeah. I found a friend. Oh, I met her online. But I can get much closer now. The mold of her vagina. I went to OnlyFans. And there's Elena St. James. She's 57 years old. And I'm proud to tell the world. Now she's a fleshlight, the oldest cougar you can really feel. Oh, it might not be a tight seal, but what a sweet, sweet deal. 'Cause now she's a fleshlight, it might be a little slack. Exact duplicate of the front naughty and back. Maybe the oddest Neil Diamond hit of all time, actually.
Yeah,
What
turn on
Neil
your
Diamond
heart
hit is
light.
that?
Turn on your heart,
Heart light.
Oh, I didn't
Turn
recognize
on
that.
your heart
When I said
light.
fleshlight, heart light.
No, it didn't make sense. I just don't recognize that song.
You don't?
No. Sorry.
Huge hit.
Was it huge?
I must
It was
have,
about E.T.
I must have been
It came
busy.
out- it came
I
out
must have been.
after
I
the
must have been busy listening to decent music.
Oh, it wasn't a good song, trust me.
An unlikely hit.
It came out after the movie. He wrote it about E.T.
When they talk about motivators of men, they're going to say Lombardi, Rockney, and Griswold. Never let anybody feel too good about what they're doing, okay? And keep everything secret.
I didn't recognize it at all. I don't know what the hell you were doing.
Oh, that was something else.
I was out in the car listening.
I was out in the car changing the oil. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe you could have done like maybe a parody of that. Carry Me Back to Old Virginia. Remember that
I
classic?
think mine were just fine. You
What?
just don't know the song.
See, I've never heard that song.
His argument against your, let's say, semi-obscure hit is to have an even more obscure hit.
That wasn't a hit, was it?
I don't know.
Carry me back to old Virginia.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Oh, everybody's got that.
I've got a plaster of her vagina. It's perfect. And you can do it.
Okay, I wasn't going to do this, but I am now. Here we go. Game one, when the Celtics lost to the Knicks, in between that and the second game that the Celtics also lost, Paul Pierce, a former Celtic, said if the Celtics lose again, well, I'll let him tell you. He said there was no way the Celtics were going to go down 2-0 to the New York Knicks, and that's, of course, what happened. So today, Paul, this is when he said, here we go.
If the Celtics lose game 2 at home, I promise you, I'm walking here tomorrow. I'm walking here.
Why you got to do that?
Wait a minute. I'm walking here 15 miles. I'm walking here.
I don't know, Keith. This is your friend.
In my robe.
Get your friend.
In a robe.
No shoes on.
Somebody's saving.
Bare feet.
No.
If what? If the Celtics lose tonight.
Oh, my God.
Oh, don't do it, Paul. I'm walking.
Paul.
Not tonight. I'm telling you right now.
Take the serious.
No, I'm taking this serious.
Not tonight.
And they did, and we will see if he will. So there you go.
15 miles is a long way.
No shoes, bare feet in a robe.
Where does he live?
Is this in New York City?
Oh, Los Angeles.
Oh.
It's Fox Sports, wherever they are. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, barefoot in L.A.
Well, that's all right, though. I mean, you had to be barefoot, I guess.
Any sidewalks? I mean, is he walking
not up on the topographic?
The freeway? I'm just asking. It's a fair
question.
It is a fair question, I think. I bet he doesn't do it. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is...
Can we follow up tomorrow if he does do it?
Yeah, it'd be great if he does.
Okay, all right.
The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about helping you with your mental health. Mental health awareness growing, and a lot of progress to be made, of course. But 26% of Americans in a recent survey said they've avoided seeking mental health support due to fear of being judged. When people hesitate to get help, it doesn't affect them. It impacts just everybody around them and them, I should say. This is a Mental Health Awareness Month, so we would encourage everyone to take care of their well-being. One of the ways to do that is to break the stigma, as they say. And part of that is taking care of yourself. And if you're interested in doing that, BetterHelp is really interesting. It's a way to access therapy online. And they've been doing it for a while now. More than 30,000 licensed therapists are participating in the program. And 5 million people estimated to be currently using BetterHelp. So see what it's all about. And if you've been shy about perhaps going to some kind of counseling, this can really be an interesting way to ask to get to it because you're doing it online. You take a kind of a questionnaire online, and you'll be matched up with one of those 30,000 licensed therapists. You can switch therapists anytime, no additional fees. And the therapy is done online, so you're not going across town to an office. You can do it wherever you want to be when you want to do it. Get all the details at betterhelp.com/BT Show. The BT Show part, that'll knock 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Al Jackson, comedian Tom Papa, and more. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Okay, once again, Josh has put them on over his...
Okay.
Okay, so now in the groin area there...
Well,
is
that looks ridiculous.
Whoa, whoa!
Oh, is she turning it on? Sit back down. Now,
You know, this is why we have HD cameras.
Sadie has the remote control.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it? Do you have it caught in a crack? What's going on back there?
Okay.
Okay, you okay?
Okay, so are you prepared?
Now, Sadie, explain to me how the remote works.
Okay, so up to 20 feet away, which makes it really fun for a Valentine's Day date, out to dinner with your lover,
sure.
a little private. There's 3 different modes. There's
Right.
manual mode where I can just press a button and it will vibrate.
All right, there we go.
There's ambient mode where you can hold it up to a speaker and it'll pick up the bass from music.
Is that?
Or you can whisper sweet nothings into the mic like this.
Oh, my God.
Can you?
Oh.
Oh, so
Hey,
as she talks, it's vibrating?
Hey there, big
That's pretty
boy.
good.
So she could be in the next room on a phone.
Really? Here, I'm going to step over here.
Oh, okay. Now Sadie's leaving and walking away over to Chick's mic.
All right.
And
oh my God.
Oh, she's whispering.
Talking to him, yeah.
I feel pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Let me try.
Whisper sweet
Wait a
nothing.
second.
Now I've got to.
Watch out.
it's so.
He's going to be
So what do I
finished.
do? Do I just
No, it's
talk?
already doing it.
Hey, Jim.
Oh, no.
So it's vibrating to his voice.
What's going on?
It's as though your lips
What's going on?
are up against me. Give it back to Sadie.
How about
please.
this? Is it? Oh, goodness.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Caliendo, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of stand-up dates, and I'm not sure where to put my hands right now, but this is the deal. We're going to be in places like Appleton, Wisconsin, Toledo, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll let you know how to do that on the screen right here. And why did I say we? Is that my new pronoun? No. I have a bunch of other people with me. Those people are Patrick Keene. You've seen his teeth, probably on your dentist wall. They're tremendous, very good teeth. Willie Griswold. You know why he's with us. And of course, Al Jackson.
And that's when they realized it's going to be a fun show.
That's nice. That's so nice.
We got another song for you, baby.
Well, we'd love to hear one more. What have you got for us?
Baby, you know this one. It's my song about your britches. 1, 2, 3. Monday, Tuesday, hump day is halfway. Sticking in the pig, popping in the bank. Saturday's coming quicker than you think. 48 to rendezvous. I'm gonna blow a wad on you. Oh, 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 I'm coming in my pants. My shirt is my best suit, baby. Gonna pick your flower. Gonna be there in an hour. Coming in my pants, my shoes, and my necktie, baby. I'm so excited. I hope that I don't come too soon. I can't move on. The tension is long gone. My suits are pressed, your wallet's in shape. The only thing left is a little manscape. 24 to rendezvous. I can't wait. I'm gonna blow a wad on you. Oh, 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 I'm coming in my pants. My shirt is my best suit, baby. Gonna pick your flower. Gonna be there in an hour. Coming in my pants, my shoes, and my necktie, baby. I'm so excited. I hope that I don't come too soon. I'm gonna blow a wad on you. 24 to rendezvous. I'm gonna blow a wad on you. Oh, 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 I'm coming in my pants. My shirt is my best suit, baby. Gonna pick your flower. Gonna be there in an hour. Coming in my pants, my shoes, and my necktie, baby. I'm so excited. Whoa, yeah, I'm coming in my pants. My shirt, my best suit, baby. Gonna pick your flower. Gonna be there in an hour. Coming in my pants, my shoes, and my necktie, baby. I'm so excited. Whoa, I'm so excited. You know I can't wait, baby. I'm so excited. I hope that I don't come too soon.
All right.
Here come with Karen.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin's over there with his guitar and his keyboard.
Hey, Josh.
Jeff Oskey across the way.
Hello.
I'm Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. Chick McGee is here. And there's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. We're going to hook up in a second here with comedian Al Jackson. Also coming up, comedian Tom Papa.
Right.
Are we getting Al right now, or do you want me to? Because I do have a request here, Pat.
What?
Oh, yeah?
You have a famous song about well, I'll have to read the news story about it, and then we'll get to it. It involves a man in Tennessee who was actually charged with a felony. Made a video of himself dipping his testicles into salsa.
Oh,
he was delivering it to a customer, and he apparently had received an 89-cent tip and had to drive 30 minutes each way. The 31-year-old man was arrested and charged with adulteration of food for a delivery service known as Dinner Delivered.
Adulteration. How about that?
The alleged testicle dipper had suffered a severe penalty, but apparently he is accused of putting both his testicles into the customer's salsa and filming it.
You got a request? Because
I have a nice request for this. Yeah, they'd like to hear because someone heard the song La Bamba and thought it sounded kind of like that.
Oh, I see. Did I ruin their lives forever?
Yes, that's what he says.
I dip my balls in the salsa.
Yeah.
I dip my balls in the salsa. I call it balsa. That's balls in the salsa. That's what you get for not tipping. Yes, my testes I'm dipping. And by the way, Mr. Cheapo, I rub your taco on my B.O. Oh, no. That's right, you heard me say it. Balls in salsa, one of my big hits. Balls
in the salsa.
I call it balsa.
Balls in the salsa.
It's my biggest hit, balsa.
In the salsa.
Oh, dip, dip, dip.
Thank you very much.
One of my big hits, Tom says.
Mr. Sundberg from Raleigh, North Carolina, requested that. He said he can't stop singing it. It's the greatest song I've ever heard.
That's
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Sundberg.
Probably has dark eyebrows.
And hello, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Beautiful place.
Did we have any luck getting Al hooked in? Okay, we're still waiting for Al.
Authorities in Florida arrested a woman not for salsa, but she attacked her wife with nachos. The 40-year-old victim was making nachos with nacho cheese in the kitchen when her 39-year-old spouse, Allison Swan, told her she shouldn't be eating this late and made a comment about her weight.
Oh.
And by the way, Tubby.
Yeah.
Nacho cheese in the kitchen. Tell the wife to stop bitching. Start losing some weight, and then she might look great, and I would dip, dip, dip.
During the ensuing argument, the suspect allegedly grabbed a handful of the cheesy nachos and shoved them down the back of the victim's leggings.
Oh.
Violence continued until a friend of the victim called 911 and officers responded to the home. The 39-year-old, Ms. Alice
By the way,
Swan,
those are called snachos.
was arrested for domestic battery in order to have no contact with the victim.
It's her wife.
Yeah, it's a fight. That's a fight.
Wow.
Back of the leggings.
Yeah, back of the leggings. That's got to be hot.
Well, that's when it costs extra. If that happens, it costs extra. You throw the guac in, and it cools it down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you talk about a little taco burn there. But you got a bunch of potential taco. Oh, is that we are ready with Al now? There we go. Okay, very good, very good. We were trying to get hooked up with the satellite. We have comedian Al Jackson joining us. And that's a good-looking jacket, Al. You real cold? Is that a winter jacket?
No, I walk around the house fully dressed. Is that weird?
Yeah, that is weird.
I think something's wrong with me, Christy. Like, I don't really relax in terms of my dress. Like, I don't wear sweatpants and robes. Like, I'm always dressed like I'm ready to go, like, to the store or to a meeting at all times. So, yes, I wear jackets in the house. It's not even cold. I'm just, I'm transitioning into my older black man butterfly phase.
Do you have one of those, what do you call it, a go bag? What's it called, chick? Where you could...
Oh, you mean like $50,000 and make some sort of beard and
a set of false identification papers,
identification, sunglasses, things like that.
You could just grab it and go.
Big floppy hat, sure.
I had an earthquake kit when I lived in L.A. because I just couldn't stand the idea that like there would be an earthquake and they're like, you need to fend for yourself for like 72 hours. And my kids would be like, Dad, did you prepare for this? And I'd be like, sure. What do you got? So yeah, I did have an earthquake kit, but I don't have a to-go bag. That's like, I feel like you got to have a cool job for that. Like somebody might be trying to take you out, like a professional.
Yeah, but did you ever? I would think being a stand-up comedian, every once in a while you get, what do they call it? A fallout? What's that called when?
That's what it's, yeah.
When somebody at another club can't, although you get a phone call, it's Friday morning. Hey, can you get in an airplane and be here for tonight's show?
And I will do that. I don't know if any of our listeners have ever experienced the joy of traveling with no luggage. Like when you get that call and you just leave, it's like 11 a.m. and you're coming back 6 a.m. the next morning. You're like, those clothes you have on will have to do. All right. So you're going to have to take a you know what bath when you get to the hotel, but then you got to put those clothes back on and just pretend like they're fresh. Go get some Downy refresher. I've done that before too.
Have you really?
Oh, yes, because I don't know if it's the same for women, Christy, but for men, if you don't wear deodorant and you're like 2 hours into the date, you're like, somebody in here stinks. And you're like, oh, that's me.
Oh.
And then you have to do a panic move because you've already funked your clothes up a little bit. The Downy little refresher, that spray.
Sure, wrinkle releaser. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I just like the use of the word you've funked your clothes up.
Yes.
That is very nice.
There's a funk that men can get under the pits, and it's weird because it's not even like you've been working out funk, because that's just sweat. There's a funk when you're like, I didn't put deodorant on and things are falling apart. Like I have had to do that before.
Now, are you?
And, in a pinch time.
Now, Al, we were discussing deodorant not too long ago because Josh had to break up with his deodorant. It was kind of sad. After many years, you had to...
Yeah, after, I'm going to say 3 to 5 years, my deodorant will just quit. My body,
yes.
It's no longer...
How did you know?
You quit
a certain number of days go by where I know I'm wearing deodorant, but that funk that Al is talking about creeps in.
I mean, were your friends saying something to you?
No, just me.
I knew it 2 years, though. I knew.
Oh, did you?
I didn't say anything.
Now, Al, are you loyal to a particular deodorant? And let me preface this by asking your father, who was a distinguished attorney, was your dad like a right guard guy, or did you follow in his footsteps?
It's funny because I both of those two questions. One, my dad's deodorant was actually the one reason that I actually won an argument with my ex-wife, because men never win arguments. But my dad wore Secret. Like the light blue Secret pH balance for a woman.
Yes, but made for a man.
Yes, that's all he had. Of course, we've talked about my dad before, Tom. You have to understand, like, my dad didn't buy deodorant from CVS. My dad would get it by the shipping container from Sam's Club. So when I grew up, I had those all around the house. I now wear Secret. And one time when I was still married, I came home from the road and my ex-wife found it. And I was like, that's my dad's. And she was like, yeah, right. She goes, call him on the phone, call him on speakerphone and ask him what deodorant that he wears. And I did. It was like the one time when a man is right and you're just confident. You're like.
And by the way, that episode tells me why you got divorced, but we'll get back to your story now.
Yeah.
No, Al, I've had numerous people email me in discussions about, when we've had discussions about deodorants, recommending Secret.
Yeah.
It is all I wear, Josh. It smells great. And I mean, look, I have it at my house. Once you go Secret, fellas, once you can get past the baby blue,
I may try
your life.
It's interesting. I've asked this often about there are certain products that you use because your parents did. My mother used Tide, and I used the same kind of butter, all that stuff, because my mom did it. That's interesting though, about deodorant.
It just stops working.
Is there I like to ask you to speak for all black men of your age.
Gotcha.
Is there a specific deodorant that you think is pitched toward the African American in advertisements?
Yeah, well, I mean,
or a cologne.
Well, no, I mean, as it pertains to deodorant, you know me, I'm obsessed with commercials because I feel like they're the only true barometer of honesty because they want your money. So they've done the research as to who buys their product. And now Dion Cole is the pitch man for Old Spice.
Old Spice.
Yeah.
Him and that the black woman from whatever that show is.
Yep, that's her.
And so I think that's because, remember, Old Spice used to be talking about the stuff your dad used to buy, Tom. My Uncle Donald and my father, our house was all Old Spice and Ban roll-on deodorant. Like, that's what we had in the house. So now I feel like there's been this change where they try to get younger and, like, more, like, I guess, I don't know if they intended it for black people to buy it, but there's a reason Dion Cole is their pitch man.
Oh, and it was Isaiah Mustafa before that hot model on the horse.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that was half horse.
Yeah.
Right. Too.
Well, now the guy's in the shower. It's pretty nice to look at, let me tell you.
But I mean, your premise, you back up 2 or 3 thoughts. You're exactly right. The honesty of commercials, because they've done the research. They know who their audience is or who they want it to be.
Exactly.
So, there was a time when you saw an ad for Cool cigarettes. There wasn't a picture of Lester Maddox in the billboard. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. And sometimes
interesting.
like products are aimed towards women, and it's just like super interesting to see like the demo that they're targeting. So I mean, commercials are my favorite thing.
I see. If you're just joining us, hello. How are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. This is the Bob and Tom Show. We're coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee is over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Al Jackson joins us via satellite from Denver, Colorado. And Al is a stand-up comedian. Are you on the road this weekend?
I am not on the road this weekend, but I'm back with Frank in Toledo at the Funny Bone, right outside of Toledo in Perrysburg, Ohio, starting on the 15th of this month. So check out my Instagram for all my upcoming dates with myself headlining. My Instagram, Al Jackson IG, Al Jackson IG. And come check me and Frank Caliendo out on the road. We've been having a blast with your son, Willie.
Willie G is a part of that show. Yeah, that'll be great. Now, Al, we have just enough time for you to help me with the world of language. And you have a word, a hipper word?
I have one. It's a word that you definitely know, but maybe not in the context to use it. When would you ever use the phrase nurse with an exclamation point?
Oh, that's
nurse.
Presumably this is someone at a bar. They would go, oh, nurse, and then I need another drink. Or in a romantic context, famously in the movie Carnal Knowledge, where Jack Nicholson says it to Anne Margaret, oh, nurse, and then she comes over and he, clearly gets involved with a little bit of.
Okay, yeah. Is that right, Al?
No, there's an exclamation point on this one, and that's what makes it different and how it's used today. Is nurse was originally like kind of first used in like RuPaul's Drag Race when they started saying that your outfit was whack, and then it transferred into just regular life. So if you walk into a party and everybody's like, is Josh wearing a turtleneck with shorts? Somebody would be like, nurse, like this man needs help.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I actually like. That's kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
And thank you for picking Josh wearing the turtleneck with shorts. Do you,
Josh, come on over to Secret Man. We're waiting for you, baby.
Oh man, I'm very close to trying it.
Now, do you own a Dickie? No, I'm not talking about Dickies, the clothing line, but the faux turtleneck. I guess made famous in
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, one of the vacation movies where he's got the fake turtleneck and you can see it through in the white sweater.
Oh, the cousin, what was his
Eddie.
name?
Eddie, yeah.
Randy, cousin
Yeah.
Eddie. The best side character. There's never been a side character that's stolen more scenes than Cousin Eddie.
Yeah.
Like my favorite side character. Anyway, I do not own a Dickie. Do they still make those?
Oh, yeah.
They do?
Yes. Do you want me to order you one?
All I know is that I had
kind of.
I want to say 7 or 8 when I was a kid.
Really?
And now I don't have any. Yeah, like high school, maybe sophomore year, I stopped wearing Dickies. I don't remember it being a conscious.
I remember
decision.
at Mercer Elementary School where a kid reached in and grabbed another young man's Dickie and pulled it out over his head. This is fake.
Yuppie bullies.
We started young.
His wallet of all those 50s.
I can get you a Dickie today, $23.99.
Okay.
Christy Lee, will you get me a leisure suit? When are those coming back?
I don't know.
Never.
Are
I
they?
kind of want one.
Man, when they were in, I didn't like
Oh,
them.
here's one for $9.
Made famous by the $6 Million Man. You
The
ever
leisure
watch?
suit?
Yeah, he always wore those awful, Lee Majors.
I wasn't a big $6 million.
It was awful. Okay, well, thanks, Al. We got to run.
Love you, Al.
Good to see you.
See you, Al.
Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Tom Papa. Right now, I'm going to talk with Chick McGee.
About Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself peace of mind bringer security system. That's right. And go to simplysafetom.com right now for an incredible deal. Millions of Americans enjoy the new standard in home security. Greater peace of mind every time they arm their Simply Safe system. Traditional security systems only take action after somebody's broken in. That's too late. They're touching your stuff. Simply Safe has Active Guard outdoor protection, AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents that protect your property and detect suspicious activity. If you have a lurker, agents from Simply Safe can see and talk to them in real time, turn on spotlights, and even call the police all before they have a chance to get inside your house. No long-term contracts or cancellation fees, and monitoring plans start affordably at around $1 a day. And there's a 60-day satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Now, go to simplysafetom.com right now and get 50% off a new system with professional monitoring plan and your first month free. That's simplysafetom.com, 50% off and your first month free. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit discombobulated over here. I'm trying to get my absentee ballot for the conclave in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. How do you spell Pietro? We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Google knows everything. It's incredible. You can wake up after a long night of drinking being like, Google, who is this girl in bed with me? Google will be like, do you mean who is this guy?
Don't you mean?
Oh no, Google, what did I do last night? Do you mean what didn't you do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I like technology is crazy. I like Amazon. I'm growing increasingly terrified of the robot takeover of Earth.
Amazon knows what you're going to get. Is that what you're talking about? You bought this CD. I'll bet you'd like this one.
Yeah, it's like even in the last Terminator, the robots couldn't read our minds, you know. If you like Amazon.com, you may also enjoy being enslaved by robots. Yeah.
You're right, though. Yeah, it's like having robots.
Amazon
everywhere.
does suggest stuff for you.
I
a
like
lot.
the spammers that use like they always use like a common name like Steve. Some generic subject like been a while. You know, they try to pretend like it's someone you know or whatever. And I open it up. It's like, do you want free porn? Like, well, only a dear friend of mine would know how much I enjoy free porn. Click. My computer just explodes. Yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
Go buy a new one. I email him back. I'm like, dear Steve, thanks so much for trying to send me a free porn. Damnedest thing, my computer exploded. Could you please resend?
Damnedest thing.
Our guest in the studio is comedian Shane Moss.
I realized how addicted I was to internet porn recently. I broke my computer. I didn't have a computer for like 4 or 5 weeks. It was sent in, and this is one of the most pathetic things I've ever done in my life. I found myself one day satisfying to myself to the idea of having a working computer. It's like thinking about screen sizes and.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
Hi, this is Christy Lee from The Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Matt Kirshen is with us in the studio, and Matt is from London, England.
That's right. Hello, governor.
I never knew he spoke like that. I had no idea until I came over here.
You talk funny, don't you?
I've been doing it wrong for like over 20 years. Like, hello, how are you? I'm just a friendly chimney sweep. Cool, blimey, Mary Poppins. Let's have a tea party on the ceiling.
That's right.
The real joy of doing this, by the way, is I could do this impression in front of Americans, and half of you cannot tell the difference between my normal accent and the funny one. I know that because I've done that voice in the middle of gigs, and I can just be there going, hello, how are you? And then I don't get this joke at all. I do not see what he's doing. He said some things in an English accent, and then he said some more things in an English accent. How is this comedy? Please explain to me.
Well, we're talking with Matt Kirshen. He is from London in the UK. Did you grow up in the city of London?
I grew up in the outskirts of London, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Suburbs, if you will?
Suburbs. Very suburban.
Scotland, yeah.
No, I love the city's name. Hampshire on the Fortnight or something.
What's the name of the town you were in?
I was in Northwood, which is very unimpressive.
Oh, no. Does that go
on? Stanmore.
Is that on the subway or tube line?
It's just on the
like
very edge.
The very
of it.
fringe.
The very fringe.
Is it near Sherwood?
It is nowhere near Sherwood. I'm sorry.
Could you please live near someplace we can, fantasize?
Have you ever seen
Sherwood Forest?
Have you ever seen Daffy Duck as Robin Hood? Isn't that hilarious?
That's the greatest.
Every day. That's just my life back home.
So did you go into one of those all-boys schools where you have to wear a little suit every day? Or?
Oh, yeah, and you have to play rugby. And,
yeah.
Dude, if you let them keep going, they're going to ask if you know Harry Potter. Defend yourself, sir.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Of the Fleshlight song fame. Perhaps you caught that earlier. My gosh.
Killed it.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Jeff Hoskey's here. I'm Chick McGee, and I believe, Tom, we have a special guest. Is that correct?
Yes, I like to sing the great Bob Seger song, Come to Papa, whenever we're fortunate enough to talk with the great comedian Tom Papa. And we have him on the phone right now, I think. Can you hear me, Mr. Papa?
Yes, you do.
Ah, there we are.
Hi, Tom.
Good morning.
Yeah. Now, Tom, is Tom Papa your real name, or was Papa shortened from something else?
It is a real name. It's an Italian name from Sicily.
Oh.
Which means the Pope.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Well, we don't want any problems with Sicily. Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're not trying
We're
to.
fine. It's cool.
Big fan. Good
Right,
food.
right.
And all their...
A lot of Greek people always think that I've shortened my name and that I'm really Greek. And I said to a driver once, he's like, you're Greek. I said, no, that's my name. It's never been shortened. He said, where are you from? I said, we're from Sicily. He goes, yes, we owned it first. You're Greek.
All right.
Yeah, because I was wondering if it might be Papadopoulos, which is kind of a famous Greek name. Tom Papa on the road doing stand-up comedy. Lots of spots coming up, including Atlanta, Clearwater, Lafayette, Cincinnati, Marietta, Ohio, Ocean City, Maryland, Erie, Pennsylvania. You're on the road pretty much all summer, it looks like. Do you get home much?
Yeah, I'm going pretty hard. We just announced a whole bunch of new dates, and I saw them on Instagram. Like, we put a little post up, and I saw all of the cities that I'm going to go to, and I decided to take my wife's phone and take Instagram off of her account.
Right.
I think as soon as she sees, because I always tell her, I'm like, like people ask, you seem like you're on the road a lot. Yeah, I go like once a month, maybe. And my wife just rolls her eyes. She goes, I don't even know who this person is.
Now, Tom, when you were a regular on the show Live from Here, you would be in a city and you would do a pretty thorough analysis of the city. Always very funny. Do you try to do a little something like that when you're on the road? Do you have time to investigate wherever you're going to be and talk about it a little bit to the audience?
Yeah, I do. I spend usually I open my act that way. I'll spend 5 minutes just kind of talking about what's going on there. The good thing is I've been on the road touring as a comedian for a long time, so I kind of have an idea of the place before it. I usually am flying in, getting to the hotel, getting to the gig. So what I'm trying to say is the first 5 minutes, I pretty much lie that I've been walking around town all day.
No, you spend a lot of time in hotels. Do you have a particular ritual? If there are 2 beds in the room, do you sleep in the one closest to the bathroom, closest to the window?
Yeah, I'm always closest to the bathroom, wherever. If it's a big bed, I'm always in that side. I always think about that. I'm like, why aren't I spread eagle in the middle of this bed? Why am I in my little slot over here like my wife is still snoring next to me?
Yeah, I always, whenever I'm in a hotel by myself, I always sleep in the same side of the bed I would sleep on if I were at home. I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. But do you set up pillows in the shape of your wife over there just in case you can reach over? Hey, I'm lonely.
Yeah, I cuddle up with my imaginary. It's funny how you go back all the way to the beginning of when you were a teenager. It's like, oh yeah, here's my I've been through girlfriends, I've gotten married, but in the end, here I am in a hotel with my original girlfriend, the pillow.
Yeah. At least I guess the accommodations are probably better now than back in the day when you started. Although what you were doing the touring in the days of the so-called comedy condo. I'm sure you stayed in. I'll explain that to the audience. A comedy club would have a condominium or whatever arrangement so that you would be staying in the same space that, say, John Fox had been in the previous week. So God knows what kind of filth was left behind. So I'm sure you experienced some interesting, what's the word I'm looking for? Some interesting quarters to live in while on the road as a young comedian.
They were a nightmare. Those places that the club owners would save money by not having to pay for a hotel. They would get some cheap condo, and they would let every comedian that came through stay there. And then you would come in, and they would always try and clean it, but you would just find the horrible evidence of horrible activities.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah, like things were always sticky. There was always wrappers of things you didn't need to see. I was living in New York, and I had one of those comedy condos in Atlantic City, which is about a 2.5, 3 hour drive from Manhattan. And I came down there. I checked into the condo. I saw what was in there, and it was a week-long gig. I drove home every night rather than stay in that condo.
No, thank you.
John Fox is the perfect name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We even have a song about his adventures in the various comedy condos. Our guest is comedian Tom Papa. Once again, hitting the road after all these years. Do you take on opening act with you, or do you just do it yourself? What's going on with respect to that?
I've got 4 different people around the country who open for me. I've got I think Paul Morrissey. I think he's been on your show.
Yep.
And Stephen Rogers and Andy Fiore and Kira Sultanovich, and I make them stay in condos. You know, I don't want them to get too cushy. I had to pay my dues. I think it's important that you open up a refrigerator and see Chinese food from 1993.
Now, before we let you go, you are, besides being a comedian, something of an expert in the world of baking bread. Are you keeping up with that?
Yes, before I got on the phone with you, I was just tending to my sourdough starter.
Wow. I remember reading in Kitchen Confidential the chapter about this various starters, et cetera, and it was described as being sort of a mystery with a bunch of lunatics who all become bread bakers. Did you ever read that chapter from Anthony Bourdain talking about you people that do that? And I do mean you people.
It's an art form.
I have to say, your question about bread and then my telling you how I was tending to my beloved starter, your lack of enthusiasm in my response was kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah, I'm assuming someone's done this before, but I'll give it a shot. Do you ever go for Tom Papa? Papa's got a brand new bread. As you're shoving it in the oven.
My natural sourdough starter, I was just feeding it and keeping it alive, this natural yeast that feeds my family.
Oh.
Have you?
Well, how about that?
Now, do you? Is there? Just a second. I'm trying to rescue myself here. Everybody, be quiet. Is there a sort of a Tom Papa exclusive bread that you have created that is unlike any other that everyone loves?
Yes, I do have this olive loaf that's green olives, Kalamata olives, herbs de Provence, and lemon zest. And that one blows people's heads off. You would consider it as exciting as a saltine cracker.
But I think this is interesting. Tom Papa creates beautiful bread. John Fox used to eat Twinkies. Ergo, the difference. Okay. Hey, Tom, thanks a lot. We'll look forward to seeing you live and in person soon.
Always great to touch base with you guys. Thanks for having me.
And I'm sure your bread is delightful. Sorry. Okay.
Have you ever tried to do a starter, a sourdough?
Oh, no,
starter?
I wasn't being mean. I'm serious.
It's the hardest
Of course.
thing. I killed it within 2 weeks.
What's a starter?
You have to keep a jar in your refrigerator of the sourdough starter, and you have to feed it yeast, and that's what you use to make your bread with.
It's really
Go to the
complicated.
grocery store and buy
Exactly.
But you're not supposed to feed it after midnight, right?
That's exactly right. It'll multiply.
All right.
Yeah, Anthony Bourdain's chapter on it. It's the guys that are the bakers are in their own world.
Yeah, the ladies and guys that do that are,
And they're very secretive. And if you get near it, they throw machetes at you. I highly recommend the book Kitchen Confidential. It was great talking to. Wait a second. I'm sorry. You're not going to read it, are you, Joe?
I would like to. I do. That is one I'm interested in. Great book. Actually, I'd like to hear the audio of that. Yeah.
It is. It's excellent. In any event, let me explain that we're going to continue to do this in spite of everything else. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And the last time I checked, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
I puked on my dog once. That was
No.
That's
Are
pretty
you
bad.
kidding me?
Okay. This Olympic moment brought to you by
Little Christy Lee, downhill slalom specialist,
yeah, the
once
20s.
puked on her dog.
Animal
You
cruelty.
puked on your dog.
the 20s were not good to me.
You know how to party.
No, and I had an Afghan hound. Do you ever?
Oh, man. You have to comb that out.
Yeah, she made the mistake of falling asleep on the side of the bed that day.
I never trusted those Afghanis. I'll tell you.
Wait a minute,
Never
we're
did.
forgetting the poor dog just laying there sleeping.
Looking at you with all that love in their eyes.
And it gets better.
Mommy's waking up.
It gets better.
A dog will lick it up.
Christy puked on her dog.
Do you know what my dog's name was when it gets better?
Ralph?
He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Taking the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Taking the Wiener Man. Late at night when the bars are closing, alcohol takes its toll and the drinkers need their favorite vendor. A tasty treat of sausage splendor. Little man behind the car. Police can't catch him because he's way too smart. The smell of mustard and a big umbrella. Hot dog man's got the perfect cover. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. He waits out patient out in the street. All the hunters want to sample the meat. He can't help but relish the fact the footlong keeps you coming back. Once you're feeling safe and cool, that's when the Wiener Man makes his move. You can't scream when your mouth is full. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. Crowd.
dummy.
This is the most fun I've had in 20 years.
I know. This is the best. How can being that dead make you feel that alive?
I don't know.
You ever put your nuts on an anthill?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Me and my buddies used to do that. We do anthill rides. Whoever could stay on the longest. Get your nuts out, ride an anthill.
See, these are the advantages to growing up in New York.
Yeah.
That never came up. There's a few activities in the big city. We never got to the point where, you know something, I'm going to just drop my nuts on the anthill for an hour.
Yeah. Maybe
and the
something
great
like
thing
that.
about New York is if you did drop your nuts on an anthill, no one would notice. They're just like, would
Have you seen the crazy guy on the anthill over on 3rd? Oh, yeah, he's nuts, isn't he? Yeah.
Wow. It's dangerous, though. One year they swelled up to look like a sack of kneecaps.
Kneecaps, you say?
Nice. We play gay chicken. You ever play this?
Gate chicken? Probably not.
Gay chicken.
Oh, gay chicken.
Hold on. Have you ever asked that question and got a yes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, gay chicken, yeah.
I was in a gay chicken league for 6 years.
Chicks played it. I could tell.
Darn right.
I could tell he's got soft hands.
Love the gay chicken.
He's got soft hands.
Why do I think I don't want to know how this works?
I don't want to know.
Oh, no. It's a real chill game. It's, you stand there, you and your buddy stand there, you hold on to each other's penis.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And the
That's right.
first person to let go is gay.
That's right.
I see.
Gay chicken.
So in other words, you guys...
Now, if you look them in the eyes, you get a warning.
There's a lot of hand washing in this game.
If you look them in the eyes, you get a
lot of hand
warning.
washing.
Welcome to a new show called I've Never Been That Bored.
Number one Generac dealer.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy Lee's over there at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hey, Josh.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Josh.
Jeff Oskey's across the way. Chick McGee's stepped out. I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. And there's Tom. Tom, we're joined by a very special guest.
We're joined by a race car driver. He is Ed Carpenter. Ed, don't be offended that Chick had to leave. He has to meet the electrician at his house. There was an incident.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say.
I feel like I need to hear about this.
Are you handy around the house? I mean, obviously, you just spend your whole life around automobiles of race
Yeah,
cars.
not too bad. And my last name's Carpenter, so
Yeah.
Oh, there you
have
go.
to be somewhat, right?
Not only do you drive a race car, you own the team. Now, I mentioned this earlier. Does this make you a little more sensitive to not hitting the wall because you got to buy all the new parts?
No, I think in some ways I'm probably more understanding than other owners, just because I'm still driving, and nobody ever wants to crash. It doesn't feel good as a driver, so but you have to push the limits to succeed, and accidents will happen.
What's the dumbest thing you've ever done to damage a car? Maybe not even on the track.
I don't.
The correct answer would be, I've never done anything dumb.
Well, surely I've done dumb things. I think probably one of the early lessons I learned my rookie year, I was driving for Eddie Cheever, and I got into an accident. I can't say that it was my fault, but I kind of tossed the steering wheel out, and he got really angry about that. So that was a one and done type of experience. But race drivers are never totally at fault. So
you're getting ready for the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500.
Yeah, we're getting ready to kick off. We're on track tomorrow for the Indy GP, and then Tuesday we'll get practice underway for the 500.
And you're also, one of your sponsors happens to be the sponsor of this building right here. This is I got the poster over here, the Java House, the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show, et cetera, et cetera. You'll notice we made the poster. We have puppets of the group here.
I saw that on the door when I was coming in.
Now, the one you saw is the old one. I had to redo it yesterday because Mr. Godwin's puppet didn't have black eyebrows, so I changed them for him.
Perfect.
Happy now, Pat?
Yes, it was incorrect. We fixed it.
Okay.
Yes, it was incorrect.
So did you reprint or did you just Sharpie?
Oh, no. That's
Yeah, we should have just sharpened.
You know what? That would have worked.
Wait a minute.
That's a good job for.
I spent $147 for no reason and 3 hours.
You should have made him Sharpie his own eyebrows when he signed them.
Well, I still have a stack of the old ones.
There you go.
We can get the Sharpie out and fix them.
Yeah,
Pretty good idea.
They're still useful.
How about that?
Thanks a lot, Ed.
Our guest is race car driver Ed Carpenter. How fast will the cars be going as they qualify for the Indianapolis 500 this year, in your estimate?
I mean, I think it'll be in the 232 to 233 range. You know, we have a new hybrid engine in the car this year, which is interesting and a kind of a different wrinkle than what we've ever had at the Speedway. So there's potential for a little performance there, but it's also added weight. So we don't really know, you know, kind of what it's going to be just yet. We had the open test and did some high boost running, but, you know, I think it'll be pretty similar, maybe a little slower than last year, but you've been around Indy long enough, and
can you
talk about the weather? You know, a lot of the speeds.
But can you tell the difference between going between 220 and 230? Can you physically tell, or is it all on the meters?
Yeah,
and the dials?
you really do. So obviously, not everyone may know, but when we go to qualify, the 2 qualifying days and the day prior, they turn up the boost on our turbocharged engines, so we get a pretty significant increase in speed and power. And you know, you wouldn't think that it would feel like that big of a jump from 220 to 240 top speeds that we kind of see in qualifying, but it is pretty dramatic once you.
I think I'd start sobbing at about 115.
Well, that's why you're here.
Yes.
And
Have you done the two-seater?
No, I would. They
And
do
that
have.
goes to what, 180?
Yeah, it's like 180. You
Yeah.
can do that.
They have a
You could do
two-seater where,
that.
and it's the passenger is seated in back of the driver, and you get to find out what it really is like to be in a race car.
Yeah, I'd love to do it. I think I'm too big.
No, you're not.
You're not too big.
You're not
No?
too big.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
I've seen much larger folks than you.
Oh, I'd love to do it then.
Well, then I
We'll-
think
we'll make that happen
we can
this
make
year.
this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Would
wanna-
you do it, Josh? Seriously?
Yeah.
I did it, and I'm a big puss.
Yes, but you're a small big puss.
That's true.
So you can.
Got you did it.
I fit in there, but it was that my claustrophobia putting that helmet on was.
No, has your husband Andy done it?
Yes, I bought it for him for his birthday 2 years ago. Mario drove him. It was very cool.
I hope you said
Mario
to him
Andretti.
right before he got in something about life insurance and how you just got a new
We hadn't
policy.
gotten married yet.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Should have waited. We're speaking with Ed Carpenter. He is a race car driver. He'll be driving in the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500. Also, the previous event takes place this weekend, right?
Yes.
Correct. Yeah, Saturday.
And that differs in what way?
I mean, it's at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but it's on the road course, so the cars will be running backwards or the
Which is
opposite direction down the
weird.
front straightaway than what we do the rest of the month of May.
But they will be driving forward.
Yeah, they're not
They will
driving
be
in
driving
reverse.
That would be so
Yes.
cool.
Just going from turn 1 to turn 4.
You know, that should be a special race.
Boy,
The all reverse.
That's an interesting thing. Does the car have reverse?
They do. They do have reverse. I don't know that we have reverse gear in for the oval, but
Okay.
for the road and street races, it does have reverse.
There you go.
So it's possible.
Wow. Now,
I don't know what. I think the top speed would be pretty slow. in reverse. It would be a totally different experience.
Somewhere there has to be a world record for the fastest person ever to drive in reverse.
Oh, of course.
I wonder what that would be.
Oh, my God.
But it would only be fair, though, if we're on
It'd
an.
only be straight down a straight.
No, that wouldn't be fair. It'd be much cooler to have what's the fastest in reverse on an oval. That'd be fascinating.
I think AJ Foyt the fourth has that record. It was 2004 or 5. He spun in qualifying out of 2 and literally went down the whole back stretch in reverse.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's on the internet.
Do we? Is there audio of what he's saying?
Yeah.
Or
not that can be aired.
Yeah,
Grandpa
nothing wouldn't be audible. Once again, we're speaking with Ed Carpenter. He's been driving race cars for a long, long time. Did you start in go-karts when you were a kid?
I started in quarter midgets, which, it's either that or go-karts. But yeah, I started in quarter midgets and kind of worked my way through the USAC system, midget sprint cars, and then got into Indy Lights and ultimately made my way to Indy cars.
Do you ever do
a long time?
Do you ever play the video games?
I used to, but not so much anymore. I kind of outgrew that as I've gotten older. During COVID, I did some of the iRacing simulation stuff that we were all doing to kind of keep entertained.
Do you guys have an official simulating thing that's much more sophisticated than a video game?
Oh yeah. The team we use one that Chevrolet has down in North Carolina, and we're there quite often. It's pretty amazing.
You strap yourself in, and
yeah, it's like getting in a real car. And
do you wear a helmet and everything?
Not anymore. We used to, but they've kind of changed it's not necessary. You're not hitting any walls, so we just.
But, I mean, just with respect to your vision or anything, it doesn't. They don't want you to be feeling.
honestly, when you have your helmet on or don't have a helmet on, your vision's about the same for what you see in the car.
It wouldn't matter for me because my eyes would be locked shut.
That's why I want to see you come out and do the two-seater ride.
Oh, yeah. He'll be screaming.
No. You don't understand, Ed. Josh is doing the two-seater.
I thought we were all.
I'll be doing the commentary.
Do you think you would have IndyCar Tourette's like you get when you're on?
Oh, absolutely.
coasters?
I should explain what this is. I invented this. You have children. You know what this is like. You try not to curse in front of them. However, at Kings Island, I discovered on roller coasters, I cannot stop cursing and screaming. I am so terrified.
Well, in the car, no one would hear you, so children would be safe.
Well, they'd mic him if we were.
I'm getting a sales pitch right
No,
here.
we would mic you if you.
I want to see this happen.
Yeah, well,
I found the fastest
I mean,
speed.
I'll drive you.
Even worse.
I'll do it.
Great. I mean, you still try to scare me. How fast did they go in the two-seater?
It's like 180.
They have a governor on it, so they can't go faster.
The governor gets on too.
Have you ever driven?
Ever been
I have, yeah. I did when I was young, early in my career. I did it a lot. But
did you ever take any celebrities on it?
Yeah, actually, this past October, I was out there giving some rides for a friend of mine, and Vice President Pence was out there fulfilling a Christmas gift from his wife, and I ended up taking him for a 4-lap run. So
Wow.
It was kind of cool.
Did he cuss a lot?
Not that I could hear.
Yeah, but you should have seen who he was cussing at. He was trying to.
That was it was a pleasant surprise and fun to be able to say.
Well, that's great. Ed Carpenter, look for Ed on the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500, and he'll be driving a Chevrolet, and he'll be. Can you drink coffee before you do the Indy 500? Do you have to be?
I mean, you can drink whatever you want other than alcohol.
Yeah, of
so
course.
All the Java House products.
They do have a decaf.
Espresso martini mixes.
Yeah. Oh, of course. What I meant was, do you have to be careful to drink things like caffeine or drink too much or too little?
No, I mean, I drink probably 2 cups of coffee a day every morning, so it'll be the same on race day as it would any other.
Do you
day
eat
for me.
before the race?
As much as I can.
Really?
Yeah. You're getting anxious and nerves, so it's harder to eat. But yeah, I try to eat at least a turkey.
And sometimes you guys will be sitting in the car for quite a while if there's some kind of a problem.
Yeah. Well, like last year, we had such a rain delay. Ended up having a couple meals before we raced that day.
But you get out of the car. But if you're stuck there, do you have any idea what the longest you've ever been in any given car for a particular time? You had to sit there for 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean, on practice days, it's not uncommon to be in the car for 2.5, 3 hours. And nowadays the race is not much over 2 hours.
Is there a code for if I don't get out of this, I'm going to pee in my Nomex suit?
I just can't do that. I've actually tried a couple times when
Just
I've
to
been
let it go?
uncomfortable. Some drivers do regularly, but yeah, in the race it's not that bad. You go before the race, and even though I'm getting older, my bladder still has good capacity.
Okay, well, best of luck.
Thank you.
We'll be watching for you, and you'll be in number. Is it 30?
I'll be number 33. Yeah, so it's a kind of a blue and green Splenda Stevia Chevrolet.
All right.
Really cool colors. I had the opportunity of going over to the race shop recently and seeing the car. It's really pretty.
Is the number 33 particularly significant for you?
I mean, our team numbers are 20 and 21, and when IndyCar has a block of numbers, which there's not that many open available, but my birthday's March 3rd, so 33 made sense.
Yeah.
First time I used it. But no, I don't really care as long as the car's fast.
Okay. But we hope to see you number 1. How about that?
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Ed Carpenter, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I've got to tell you about Steven Singer Jewelers one last time. Christy, you want to help me? What kind of bracelet do you like?
The At Last bracelet. It's a gorgeous bracelet from Steven Singer. It's got a vintage look, real diamonds, but a great cost point. Does that mean? Was that what I went to?
Yeah, price point. Yeah, sure. And it is real diamonds. But while
Very
we're at
affordable.
it, one last shot you've got.
Bang for your buck.
Thank you. A lot of people are thinking, hey, Mother's Day, it's Sunday. Oh, my God, I'm in trouble. IHateStevenSinger.com is the place to go. There is still time to get those roses. There's a collection of exclusive colors. They start at just $59. They come in an impressive box. But today, you're going to have to choose overnight shipping. Usually the shipping is free, but if you want it overnight, it's $19.75. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Steven Singer, the home of real diamonds and beautiful real roses dipped in gold. A rose that will last forever. Only available at Steven Singer Jewelers. Get all the information. I hate StevenSinger.com. Thank you again, Ed Carpenter. We'll see Ed in the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. During these commercial breaks, I get to enjoy some quiet time here in the studio. That's right. That's because while everyone else is in the break room waiting in line for that dirty old coffee machine, I'm enjoying some Josh time. Yes, just me and my Java House Peel and Pour pod. That's right. The rest of them can spend the next 6 minutes fighting over who gets to drink from that outdated technology. Not me. I just grab my favorite Java House pod, peel back the lid like so, pour it into my hot water here, and the rest of the break is just Josh and his amazingly smooth coffee. Barista quality. That's it. No muss, no fuss, no brewer required. Smooth as can be.
Hey, Josh. Sorry I'm late. I was standing behind all those guys at the coffee machine. They're blocking my way.
Yeah, go figure, huh? Isn't it time you broke up with your brewer? Get started at javahouse.com and use promo code Bob and Tom to get 25% off your order. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. Oh, boy.
I had a moment where my girlfriend thought she was pregnant. And by the way, if ladies, if you suspect that you're pregnant, tell the guy during the day. Don't wait until you're about to go to sleep.
Oh.
Because that's what she did. She's like, I have a cramp. I might be pregnant. Good night. I'm like, no.
Good night.
I don't think so. I go, well, let's find out. Well, what are you going to do? So I, hauled butt to Walmart.
Yep.
And
got a test.
Got myself a little test.
Doctor in a box. Yeah, I know.
2 o'clock in the morning. And of all the times to get recognized. I walk into Walmart in the night shift. Hey, Fluffy. I'm like, oh, great. What do you need? A miracle.
All right, here's some tickets to a Grateful Dead concert. Right.
So I found the aisle where they sell the pregnancy test, and I realized something. Walmart has figured out the evolution of how life works, and they put it in aisle 4. As soon as you turn the corner, you see condoms. Then you see lubricant. The next to the lubricant, you see pregnancy tests. The next to that, you see Pampers. Next to that, formula. And at the end of the aisle, they sell beer. It's a full circle.
Went to my first luau, which was cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. They burnt the pig for us and everything. It was fantastic to see a pig come out of the ground and we just ate on pig. I mean, it was kind of weird looking at him with his nose sticking out at you, but, he was still delicious.
Yeah, sure.
I just ate from behind, that's what I did.
Yeah, no pig face.
Yeah.
Right, no, you don't want no pig face. But my cousin them eat pig snoot in St. Louis, which is crazy. They eat the snoot.
No way.
Yeah.
They do, really?
Heck yeah, they put barbecue sauce on it and eat it. They eat the feet. Some black
Yeah, you will not lead us astray, I guarantee.
Because I hate restaurants that have those, named best barbecue ever, and then you go in, it's some old burnt barbecue, and it don't taste good. I mean, they only have what you want, because, I'm from St. Louis. We eat rib tips, And rib tips is like the top part of the rib, and you cut
delicious.
it in little, oh, my good Lord.
Oh.
Thank you, Jesus.
Lavelle Crawford. Lavelle Crawford is our guest, and so far we've had a tour of Hawaii. We have yet to see anything except for a pig nose.
Well, I won a luau. I won the hula dance competition.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can move it, huh?
One thing I know about paradise for black folks is it's something black people want to do that we see white folks do that we shouldn't do. Like, go on the catamaran. That's just like being out on a raft with a motor. It ain't safe. and my wife was, let's get out on the catamaran. I said, have you ever seen a catamaran? You don't even know what it is. She's from Chicago. You don't know nothing about no catamaran. And then she can't swim. She ain't never been to a YMCA, learn how to float or nothing. But she want to go out in the middle of the ocean. learned my lesson with that jet ski. They flying around on that jet ski, jumping up on the water, and I realized that water's hard as hell.
It is.
Because every time you hit a wave, man, my junk was hitting me in the chin. You know, so I know what water, it's dangerous out there. And then my jet ski conked out on me, so I'm sitting out in the middle of the ocean. They had to tow me in, and I fell off the jet ski. I couldn't leapfrog back on it.
No.
So, no, I couldn't do it. My blood sugar got low. I just had to lay out there, and they had to tow me in. I'm looking like the Loch Ness Negro trying to come back in. People taking pictures. What they catch?
What is that?
I think it's a killer whale.
Oh, my.
Was that your surfer voice? I love that.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios.
Oh, yeah.
We've got news coming from the Silac Insurance Company news desk. Pat Godwin's there.
Hey, Josh.
Jeff Oskey across the way.
Hey, buddy.
I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair, and there's Tom.
Oh, this is great.
It's a sausage fest, isn't it?
It's the He-Man Woman Haters Club. All the ladies are gone. But Christy had to attend to something. Chick McGee is meeting an electrician at his house for the second day in a row.
Yeah, getting that all worked out.
Yeah. Should we get Hooker in here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why don't we get Miss Hooker in here? I didn't. She's busy doing some other stuff, but we can grab her, get her in here. Christy Lee had to go to another event. I guess we just don't matter anymore.
No. Dropping like flies.
Yeah, okay.
There she is.
Here's old Jess enthusiastically entering the studio.
What a cutie pie.
Oh, hi, Jess. Good to see you. Your hair looks really nice now. I like
Thank
it.
You seem reluctant to come
nice
in.
now.
Nice now.
Well, it had to regain its natural curl.
Well, I know you guys know this about Tom. If there's something off-putting about your appearance, he just doesn't talk to you. He just ignores you. And he hasn't liked the way I've been styling my hair. Oh. And I changed it up today.
Meanwhile, the rest of the world loves it.
Yeah, I love my hair. I like it. But it is growing out, and so I
Looks
had
good.
to find a different way to style it.
Has a nice little flip,
I have a
curl.
little flip, a little curl.
Looks
yes.
happy.
Looks happy.
Let's try a new experiment here. This is called handing you news you've never seen before and having you read it.
Oh, I don't like this game.
Okay. Now, what does the piece of paper on top say?
Man gored by a bison in Yellowstone National Park.
Let's go for it.
National Park officials say a man was gored by a bison in Yellowstone National Park.
Oh. I heard that somewhere.
And the incident occurred in the Lake Village area of the park. The 47-year-old from Florida reportedly approached the animal too closely for a selfie and was attacked.
Of course. And I say fine.
Deserved it. Yes.
Yeah.
There's not a barrier between the people and the animals. You just walk right up there.
And there are thousands of them there. I think, 3,000 or 4,000 of them in that park?
Wow.
I don't know. He sustained minor injuries and was treated on site by emergency medical personnel.
Thank God.
Authorities report that bison will defend their space when threatened and have injured more people in Yellowstone than any other animal.
Including grizzly bears.
Yikes.
By the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just need more signs that say, mind your own business.
I bet there are signs.
Whoa.
Do not approach animals. There have to be.
They are absolutely told.
Yeah.
This says they are unpredictable and can run 3 times faster than humans.
So you're not going to outrun it. If you make it mad.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
These jackasses think I've seen bullfighting.
Right?
I'm going to do some freelance bullfighting with my iPhone. It'd be interesting to know how many people are killed trying to take a selfie every year.
It seems like a lot. This story comes up a lot.
Yeah.
Or this situation.
Yeah, so
Off a cliff, a bridge.
Okay. Now, what does the next story there say?
White Castle, one of my personal favorites.
This is a great story.
A White Castle is teaming up with the shoe company Heelys for an unusual spin on footwear. The limited edition collection of White Castle branded Heelys shoes feature a tongue that looks like a cheese slider.
How about that?
Yeah.
Are Heelys the ones with the wheels in the back?
Yes, yeah. And do you have to hit a button for them to pop out? Like, can they be regular shoes?
I have no idea.
I remember when those first came out, they eventually banned them at one of the local malls.
Yeah, even at the airport.
They were great.
From what I understand, if you walk, you can just walk regularly. But if you want them to roll, that's why they're called Heelys. You
lean back.
Back on your heels, and then you can skate.
So cool.
They will be available in sizes youth 13 to men's 13 and cost $75.
And they've got. I think they're one of them. There we go. One's black, one's kind of white, and they've got all kinds of White Castle logos.
That's fun.
And stuff on them. And like you said, the top of the tongue is kind of a cheese slider.
And the shoebox it looks like a Crave case.
Yes.
Yeah.
The shoes will be sold exclusively on Heelys' website beginning May 15th, also known as National Slider Day.
Well, we got to remember that.
We do next Thursday.
I had no idea.
Okay.
Now, by the way, the only difference is these don't slide on wheels; they slide on hamburger grease.
Well, that's
which is
interesting.
different. Okay.
You guys just go cheeseburger slider when you go?
Yeah,
onions, right?
But somebody introduced me to the double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
And it's got it's very nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
When was the last time you had a White Castle?
in here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
same
think
here.
we did buy a Crave case recently.
Oh, I may have missed it, but the last time wasn't here. It just seems like it's
Yeah.
been a while.
Mine was last Thursday.
Yeah, girl.
I was at the BMV for 3 hours, and I thought, I deserve a reward.
Treat yourself.
I did.
Were you getting your star license?
I was.
Driver's license?
I was, yeah.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Well, Josh is not going to get one. He's protesting.
I got mine like 2016. I got mine when I moved.
Before it was a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, I think the average state has had them available for, I want to say, 16 years.
Oh, wow.
So if you don't have it by now,
Mhm.
leave the country.
Yeah.
Don't give me this. I can't get in your plane.
I just don't understand how it's different, why it's different.
They did it because, well, I'll be delicate here. Certain states had, shall we say, lesser standards when it came to issuing driver's licenses.
Oh.
And for obvious reasons, with respect to terrorism, it said they wanted to make sure that there was something resembling a standard.
I see. A federal standard, essentially.
Yeah. So
I was missing a document, had to drive to the courthouse, get it, and come back. And they let me cut in line. and not wait
I
again.
think that's nice.
Yeah, he goes, if you come back today, I'm not going to make you wait.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, Thank you.
I did it a few years ago, as you know, and it was 3 trips.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tom and I went.
It took
2
forever.
forgeries.
Yeah.
I only look. I don't get any bills at my house. I don't get mail at my house, so I couldn't prove I lived there. So I may have taken a bill and altered it rather quickly.
Federal offense.
Things altered. Tom's very good at it.
Yeah, I did a great job.
Yo. You were so enthusiastic. So meet me back at the station. Then you had the knife and the.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You know, you got to beat the man.
Beat the man. I bet it was kind of
Hey,
thrilling.
look, I was born in this country. I just can't prove it. In any event, we have to remember the White Castle thing, and the White Castle shoes are. I didn't hear you. Where are they available?
Exclusively on the Heelys website, starting next Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can remember when those Heelys first came out, how cool they were. Do they light, or is that?
I think some of them do.
did, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody using them for a long time. They were so popular for just a moment in time.
I would love them. I love to roller skate.
And what was cool about those was all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you could be flying by somebody. This is awesome. Hey, hello. If you're just joining us, so this is the Bob and Tom Show, a special edition of the Bob and Tom Show. Christy had to go somewhere. Chick had to go somewhere. And it was just an all-boys show. And then I saw Ms. Hooker walk by, and we lassoed her. Is it lassoed or lassoed?
I think she was hiding from us.
Yeah. I don't think she wanted to come in.
I don't know why. Happy to have you here.
Thanks.
And this is an opportunity for you to join us in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios for the Bob and Tom program. I have handed you a stack of news you've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
What is the next one headlined?
The next headline is wildlife experts in Florida say they removed nearly 100 iguana eggs from a single yard.
I bet I can guess the first sentence.
Okay.
Wildlife experts in Florida say they have removed over 1,000 iguana eggs from a single yard.
Yes.
Well, that's because you don't read the headline.
That's the title.
But you told her to read the headline, so she did.
Yeah.
I forgot about the fact that I edited these that way.
Okay, I'm going to skip to the second sentence, okay? Humane Iguana Control said they extracted a total of 98 eggs from 3 burrows on just one property in Miami. That's too many.
Well, I wonder how many eggs an iguana lays on an average
Oh, I don't know.
birthing.
But see, the problem is the iguanas don't belong there. They're not. They're an invasive species, and it's a problem. So much like, did you see the thing with the sewer? Did you send me that? The guy that
the python?
That was in Florida, right?
Yeah.
They found a big python in a sewer?
Yeah, they had to lift it out with a front hoe. Like, like an excavator.
It's a big python.
And it's like 12 feet long.
And it was blocking a toilet, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that makes me
You see, those don't belong there either. But they're trying to catch these iguanas before they become
Yeah,
iguanas.
the organization explained that the removal prevents a significant new infestation of the invasive species and protects the neighborhood from potential damage.
Now, so that was story 1.
Yes.
I labeled the other one Iguana 2.
Oh, okay.
This is the one that you're going to find, I think, very interesting.
Who are you talking to?
It's even better than Iguana 1.
Okay. A man in Florida is doing his part to reduce the invasive iguana population, 1 egg at a time.
Eating them?
John Johnson, owner and founder of Down Goes Iguana, has been removing the reptiles for years, but decided to do something different when it came to getting rid of the eggs. He told HBBH TV that he cooks up iguana eggs much like you would a chicken egg, combining the rich yolks with some milk, Latin-inspired spices, and garlic before whipping them into an omelet with diced ham, peppers, and onions.
How about that?
There you go. Mr. Johnson quipped, "It doesn't get more Florida than this."
Yeah, no, it sure doesn't. Now you throw some meth in, maybe you.
You do it.
Salts and peppers.
You do it naked.
You eat it out of a Mickey hat.
Yeah, that's Florida. So it's all the taste of chicken eggs with none of the convenience. I took the liberty of doing a little homework here.
Yeah, I see that.
And did I give you the list?
Yes.
This is kind of interesting of what other eggs from critters are actually edible.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, do you have any guesses?
Well, yeah, besides fowl.
Yeah,
So,
right.
because we all know
all
duck
the
eggs, goose
ostrich
eggs,
and all
all
that
that
stuff,
is fine.
We have duck eggs at our house year round.
Okay, yeah.
They're
Yeah, I was at a restaurant
They're huge
a few weeks
compared
ago, and
to-
they
huge.
served a duck egg on something. What is does it taste the same?
It tastes exactly the same. Yeah, it tastes just the same. It's just a lot bigger. Yeah.
How did you pay for them?
I put them on my bill.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
No hesitation.
I had
She
it
didn't
on-
want to say it.
I wouldn't have gotten it. I was thinking ducats. I would have
It's
ruined
ducats, isn't it? Which is a pun appropriate for that.
See, I would have even gotten the pun wrong.
It says here that duck eggs are rich, creamy, and used in baking dishes. Okay, and but goose eggs are twice the size of chicken eggs, which that's been my experience with duck eggs too. That they're twice, if not 3 times more. Rich in flavor and good with pasta. So if you're making a carbonara, you can use goose eggs. Octopus eggs. They're tiny, nutty, and often eaten raw in Japan.
Okay, well, they can continue to do that.
Without help from us.
Yeah.
Obviously, turkey eggs.
No,
very
wait a second.
similar.
With octopus eggs, would there be little octopuses in them?
No, I don't think so.
Probably closer to roe, but a bigger roe.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay, what other eggs can you eat?
Turkey eggs, obviously, pretty much the same. Quail. I brought in quail eggs. Do you remember that when
I
we
do.
did? We did. What is it? Toad in a hole. What's?
Oh,
the
yeah, you cut the
toast?
hole in the toast.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, we did that.
Boogity, I believe is what
It's a
Tim.
bookity, we call it.
Tom.
You're close. You got letters wrong in both.
Emu eggs. Okay. Crocodile.
Wait a minute.
Ostrich.
Crocodile eggs?
Yeah, that's what it says. Risky to harvest.
Yeah.
Hey, go get those crocodile eggs from that mom.
Yeah. Oh
no.
my gosh, the ostrich eggs are the largest eggs. 2,000 calories in one ostrich egg.
I watched Gordon Ramsay cook an ostrich egg in a wok, and it almost filled the entire wok up.
Whoa!
From one egg.
So you can make like a frittata with one.
Yeah.
You could.
No, you could make multiple.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
And like a hotel pan, and you just need the one. Yeah.
You've got to be yoking.
No.
We're not going to do that?
No.
Ducats.
They can fill a walk-up apartment.
Oh, Pat, no. You learn nothing from you got to be yoking?
Should I sit with Tom?
I don't want those lizards. I don't want to eat them.
Oh,
that's 3 in a row.
Iguana puke?
You know what? If you can't beat them, join them. You know what? I'll make some of these just for the shell of it. Thank you, kindly.
Time now to say hi to our friends at the Silac Insurance Company, proud sponsors of the Silac Insurance News Desk here in the Bob and Tom program. And this portion of our show is brought to you by the folks at Silac. What is Silac all about? Well, it's about your future and being able to relax knowing that whatever happens down the road with the stock market, you're okay. Because with an annuity, it's all written down what you're going to get, and you can't even die. You're going to have money all the way down the road. I mean, you can die eventually, sure. I mean, they're not guaranteeing eternal life.
What are you talking?
That'd be really awkward. I think I might have misspoke there. What I meant to say is you can't outlive your money. I mean,
you can't even die when you get this stuff.
Hey, honey, I think we should go with Silac. You can't die if you got it.
The eternal life offer is void in all states and most of Canada. A quick pun. What are annuities? It's all about countering the, shall we say, volatility in the stock market. If you watch any of those stock shows, most of the pundits are going, the key to this is not looking at it. Okay. With Silac, they're going to be doing all the work for you. You got that money coming every month. You just walk out to your mailbox, or you can even have it directly deposited. It's that simple. Find the details from someone who knows what they're talking about by going to SilacINS.com. Or a real easy way is to make a quick phone call to pound 250. Use the keywords lifetime income. You'll get a bunch of information about how you can get that lifetime income. Call pound 250 and just say lifetime income. An annuity from the Silac Insurance Company. Plan on it, live on it. Silac, SILACINS.com. Then in a different voice, Tom said, Eternal Life offer was made strictly for comedic purposes. You'll notice for comedic purposes, it failed miserably. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, this is the Static Shack. This is a real recording studio. All this stuff is paid for, and this is basically where bands come in, record their tapes so that they can play their tapes on the radio and stuff. I could have had a recording studio. It's nice too, but I got a boat instead. And my band's coming here. What?
Can I get some help, man?
Dusty, I'm the lead singer. I mean, I'm kind of busy, plus I'm taking my break now. If you need help, I'll get a girl to join the band. Basically, you have to have an audition couch in a studio. It's state law. That way anybody that comes in knows that they're trying out, knows it's going to be a fair chance. I'm basically auditioning backup singers right now. Just call my pager. Pretty sure we can make it happen. I swear to God we can. This is my favorite part of the recording studio. Not every band has this. We got Goldschlagers. Look at that Goldschlagers. We got Funyuns, and we got Jaegers. It's the lead singer salad bar. I love Goldschlagers. Goldschlagers is basically the only liquor invented that looks like it has goldfish turds floating around. But the fact remains, that's 14 karat gold. When you drink all of this, you can crap a promise ring. Bob and Tom, this is called the Control Panel Console Operation Board. I probably know more about this stuff than anybody I know of. Me and Angel Skinner did it on here once. I swear to God we did. We had to stop, though, because her butt kept getting feedback.
Late night party at the pizza barn. Had no idea it could get this hard. $80 tab, try to split it 4 ways. But that don't work when the drummer never pays. Scotty got the pizza, boner bought the beer. Then our waitress says, are we finished here? Let me put the tip in, cause you're so hot. Let me put the tip in, I swear to God. Let me put the tip in, I love your hair. Let me put the tip in, it's only fair. I swear to God I'm the best tipper. I lay it right here on the table to prove it. Long dark hair hanging down her back. Had asked for days causing a pork attack. So fire ass hot, she should be on stage. A meat lover's dream, making minimum wage. Let me put the tip in, come over here. Let me put the tip in, get you a beer. Let me put the tip in, I swear to God. Let me put the tip in, check out this wad. Hey, that's only 10%, baby. Look, you want to see a little more? There's 20% right in your face. I swear to God, you have to accept my tip. It's state law. Now, when I know how to set the mood, baby, how about a guitar solo? No, not the whole thing, just the tip. Scotty Winkler! Let me put the tip in, I swear to God. Let me put the tip in, give me the nod. Let me put the tip in, just try your card. Let me put the tip in, or the salad bar. Let me put the tip in, baby. You'll always come out ahead. I swear to God you will.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
It's fun watching my kids, though, a little bit. My daughter is. You guys have daughters, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 years old. 3 years old. My daughter has a massive attitude. Like, it's unbelievable. It's like my wife, and I've got to believe it's, honestly, and I'm not joking about this, hormonal in some way. There's got to be something.
Something just wait.
She's cute and adorable, but pure evil. It's like the devil dressed as a young Sally Field.
Oh my God!
I mean, it's very difficult because my wife said, she says to my wife, "Can I go outside, Mommy?" My daughter and my wife goes, "No, it's too hot out. It's 110 in Phoenix right now."
The kids don't notice that.
So she goes, "Can I go outside?" And she, no. And my daughter looks at my wife directly in the eyes and goes, "Say yes."
Oh my gosh! It's starting.
And then all of a sudden, Mommy's eyes stare forward, and she said, "Yes."
Yes.
Oh, it's say, "Can I go outside?" No. And then again, say yes. And she crosses the arms, and now she
is evil.
The best one was my wife got my daughter this princess puzzle, pink princess fairy puzzle, obviously a fairy puzzle. And my son looks at it and he goes, "That puzzle? That girl looks like a prostitute."
Wow! Thank you. Good night, everybody.
My wife says, my wife had that Kermit turn. You know, she looks at me and she's like, "Where did he get that from?" Like, "I don't know. I call them hookers."
Don't look at me.
Saturday Beer Brewery.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. We're live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Jess Hooker has joined us. There's Pat Godwin. Jeff Oske's there. For now, I'm Josh Arnold. And
Scooby-Dooby.
There's Tom.
This sounds different.
I'm over here drawing Van Halen. No attention.
Okay, I want to go back a story. First of all, a chick had to go home and meet the electrician. Christy, I believe, is doing a house showing. She's trying to sell her house.
Oh, is she? I never.
Yeah, well, that or she's meeting the carpenter who is building the structure from which she can hang herself if the house doesn't sell soon.
The gallows.
Yeah, it's kind of a gallows. In the meantime, I'm here, and we did this news story. Let me find it. And I'm sorry, Pat, I didn't realize you didn't know what we were talking about.
I didn't.
The story was, the headline is White Castle and Heelys team up for new footwear. Heelys, I didn't explain it. It's my fault. Heelys, I guess it's because my boys loved them so much. They're like tennis shoes, but they have these sort of hidden wheels in the back.
I remember seeing them. Yeah, I didn't.
You walk them and you lean back and you can go flying by. They're super cool, and they were a big thing a long time ago, but they're back, and now there's a special slider version from White Castle. So I wonder if your son, he
probably like it a lot. Yeah,
find him kind of cool.
Dangerous at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably for you and I.
Yeah, they could be. I guess.
But they're going for the slider pun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know they still had Heelys out there. So
Yeah.
Anyway, Pat, I'm sorry you didn't understand what was
They
happening.
don't look ridiculous.
No, I would wear them.
Yeah.
No, they look like high tops,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I like them.
If they weren't Heelys, I would wear them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all right.
Okay. And now let's get back to the news desk. Sitting in at the Silac Insurance News Desk, sitting in for Christy Lee, it's Jess Hooker, who has not had time to proofread any of this stuff. What do you got?
I feel like I should say that there's a trigger warning with this story. It's a little intense.
All right.
A South Carolina man has been arrested for allegedly hiding in his ex-girlfriend's shower and threatening her with a knife.
Oh, my gosh.
He claims it was a prank.
See?
Oh, I'm just joking.
Well, by the way, it's about to get worse.
Oh, it gets way worse. The 25-year-old suspect, Mr. Jackson Arnold,
Oh, my cousin.
allegedly entered his ex's home in Charleston, hid in the shower, covered his face with a pair of the victim's bike shorts, and
no.
waited for her to return.
Okay, that's.
The man.
Wait a minute. Okay, so far so bad.
Right.
Again, we're going up the ladder of awfulness. It's about to get worse.
The man, who was not wearing pants or underwear, emerged from the shower, threatened the victim with a knife, and allegedly choked her.
Oh, my goodness.
The suspect told his ex he was pranking her and just wanted to talk.
Gotcha.
That's not a prank.
Yeah, the suspect told responding officers that he wanted to lighten the mood since he and the victim had been arguing over text messages.
A lunatic.
Yes. WCBD reports that the man was arrested on charges of assault and battery of a high and aggravated nature, first-degree burglary, and possession of a weapon during a violent crime.
Sheesh.
Yeah. And you wrote a song about this?
No. Well, Tom said we should do a song this segment. Then he went to a different story. I thought, I don't have a song about this.
You don't know? This is the new Norman Bates challenge.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
no pants.
No pants.
No underwear.
Her boy shorts over his face.
Yeah.
Over his face.
Yeah.
Hey.
And
he's naked from the waist down, but she did not recognize him. Is that what she?
No, she didn't say.
I'm sure she was terrified.
Yeah.
I would think.
And he's not taping. There's no.
No, I apparently. Yes.
Well, that's a fair question.
Right. Yeah. I know that if I'm arguing with someone via text, that wouldn't be my first response to lighten the mood.
No.
Breaking and entering.
You threaten them with a knife and choke them?
Yeah. You know what'll make this better?
While you're choking him, isn't this a good joke?
Why aren't you laughing?
Yeah, just kidding.
Ashton Kutcher's going to come from on the corner. Pranked you. Gotcha.
Yeah, he needs to go to jail for a while.
Okay, I'm sorry. What else have we got over there?
Let's see. A couple was arrested in St. Petersburg, Florida, for allegedly engaging in lewd activity at a sidewalk cafe. The incident took place at a bar
Ooh la la.
known as Where's Jubes in downtown St. Petersburg.
How do they spell it?
Jubes.
Oh, thank God.
Unfortunate when that bee burns out.
Yeah, oh, man. Especially if it was in Miami. Or, yeah.
A witness said.
Look around. Everywhere.
A witness said the 29-year-old man was placing his hands up the 27-year-old wife's dress.
So they're married.
And engaging in intimate activities.
That's kind of hot.
Which reportedly caused a disturbance and a breach of the peace.
Prudes.
He's just trying to get a piece.
Yeah. You can't go clam digging at the restaurant.
Yeah. They were each charged with disorderly conduct and possession of an open container.
Are you sure it's not Where's Pubes?
Thought that was the theme of the restaurant.
So they're at a sidewalk cafe, but they're possession of an open container. I don't understand how that's maybe they weren't allowed to
bring your own.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. They didn't pay for it through the restaurant. Yeah.
What is it that's about me where if somebody were, hey, you want to go to this new sidewalk cafe? No. Absolutely not.
I'm with you. I hate it. I had a girlfriend who smoked, and I hated eating outside.
I like eating outside depending on the situation. I don't like it.
You hated it too.
Well, it depends if it's the view of the parking lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Right.
Yeah. No
and
thanks.
foot traffic. I don't want people within a foot of my
Yeah, I
food.
know, yeah.
I don't like that. No.
But the fact that it's a married couple, it's kind of nice to see two people.
It kind of is.
Would you say anything?
I would not. But if I were, let's say I'm there with my kids, I'd be a tad miffed.
Once again with the kids, boy, you're really planning, aren't you?
I have baby fever.
Well, thank you very much for sitting in at the last minute, Jess.
You're welcome.
Again, we have a special version of this show, a special edition, I should say, coming up just around the corner. It's Java House presents the Carb Day broadcast of the Bob and Tom program coming up Friday, May 23rd. We'll have a bunch of cool guests. We're going to be doing a bunch of interesting things. We'll be spread out all over the place. It'll be fun. We always appreciate your joining us, including today. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.